Niners! At least I'll be to go to bed. Yeah, how you doing, little girl? Hey, fam. Oh, good to see you again. Now I'm getting used to seeing you every day. So when I do take a day off, I say, oh, man, this ain't day right. Guys are in Denver, as you all know. I'm telling you, man, I didn't know what to really expect. And, I figured we was at home. We was looking good all the time. And maybe it may slide down. The Broncos have been known to beat us up. They didn't beat nothing up today, boy. 49ers waived injured quarterback Greg Maben ahead of today's session. The team signed former Green Bay Packers quarterback Quentin Rollins, and he did a good job. Rollins recorded a PBU during 11-on-11 action to get things started right away to make us forget about Greg already. I mean, Greg, nothing bad, but, he wasn't getting nothing done. God. Mike Person was using crutches and wearing a protective boot following today's session. There's no word yet on the severity of Person's injury, but Matt Barrows tweeted out, the fool, somebody may have taped his ankle too hard and maybe cut off his circulation. So he's out there like, oh, my God, So it appears it's not serious because we cannot depend on who to come in and play guard. You know what I'm saying? Joshua Garnett, okay, let's not get started. As for the rest of the 49ers, Ronald Blair, he's still working through that groin injury. Nicky B, of course, is the ankle. D Ford is pretending like there's something wrong with his knee. Joshua Garnett, as I just mentioned, has that finger hanging out, and it's going to be probably hurting for the next 6 months. I don't understand with the finger. George Kittle, calf tightness. You're going to keep it careful with George to keep him sitting down so he's out of harm's way. DJ Jones, his knee. They're going to Elijah Lee. These are probably all injuries that if we were playing, they'd probably all tape them up and go. But it's not, and so they don't need to be out there. Raheem Mostert, he's going through concussion protocol. Julian Taylor. This is the first time I've seen his name. He's apparently there's a back issue of some kind. Trent Taylor, the foot. Levine Tololo, shoulder is still keeping him out. Jason Verrett, of course, will probably not be back until game one or maybe a few days before the season starts to make sure he's okay. And K'Wan Williams, a knee, as you know, got scoped just recently. He's not participating today. He didn't participate today. So, the headline of today, welcome back, G. Jimmy G was back, returning to form. And Fred Warner, Tarvarius Moore, which we're hearing a lot about lately. I already see your little nasty comments in there. Ronbo, you may as well sell that bus, man. Ain't gonna be no more Jimmy G. Whoa. G will be back and he will. You know what, though? I got to tell you, honestly, to be sincere here, I love the fact that Tarvarius Moore is looking like he is. And I do want to see D. If J-Dub comes back, if J-Dub does come back, he will indeed compete, and they will push each other to a limit we may have never seen before. I'm telling you, wait. If Tarvarius wins, I will be delighted because that means he is reading the shiznit. Oh, man. But anyway, let's say the 49ers and Broncos earlier today held their first of two training camp practices at the UC Health Center, Training Center, which is roughly about 40 minutes from downtown Denver. And the 49ers came to train. Oh, let's get into this. Man, first, how is Jimmy G? G completed his first 8 passes while spreading the ball around to multiple pass catchers. His day started with the completion of Marquise Goodwin, and then he hit Richie James Jr. Kendrick Bourne got in on the act. Tight end Ross Dwelly and rookie Jalen Hurd and threw another Bourne. Oh, G was looking like an automatic weapon out there. Oh, so, dude didn't throw an incompletion until a red zone period when he had a pass deflected by a Broncos linebacker while looking for Deebo Samuel in the back of the end zone. There did not, I repeat, there did not appeared to be a hangover effect from Garoppolo's 5 straight interception performance Wednesday. Get over it. Forget about it. It's just not, it was more than an anomaly than anything else. You will not see that occur probably anymore in your lifetime. JG was asked after Friday's practice about how he dealt with that pain of Wednesday, of which he replied, "Yeah, that day I was pretty ticked off. The defense got the best of me that day. We've had battles back and forth. It's been good for us, good for the team, and it's only going to lead to becoming a better football team," unquote. And that's the gospel truth. Amen, Jimmy G. The G-Man unofficially completed 10 of 15 passes after starting 9 of 11 before they could even get to him. He did struggle a bit late with 2 incompletions to Jordan Matthews, but it's questionable as to whether it was Jordan Matthews' fault or G's. Jordan's actually his chances at making the team could be sliding as Kendrick Bourne further asserts himself. I know. Big Show, get up off the floor, man. Your boy still got a chance. Even though it's going to be slim. Look for Kendrick to kick some serious ass this week. I'm telling you right now. Let us talk about the defense, too. Yeah. In fact, the defense was the biggest story of the day. Start with that man, Fred Warner, who played a key role in 2, not 1, but 2 takeaways forced by the 49ers D during full team drills. Mind you, this is just 2 days after the intercepted G for 5 times in Santa Clara. That D has not cooled off, man. They had to have fire extinguisher on the sideline. They were so hot. Ooh. Warner pressured Broncos quarterback Joe Flacco, leading to another INT for that man again. T-Boy! Oh, he ain't going to tell you right now, fam. Pretty soon they're gonna have people. I can see it now, dropping iCards at Levi Stadium this year, like they do when they drop key cards over the rail for every strikeout Madison Bumgarner throws at Oracle Park. You see, I. I'm telling you right now. I'm becoming a Timor fan. I'm telling you, it's all about the 49ers. It's a name on the back, on the front, not the back. I do like me some Jimmy G, but I will accept it and I will embrace this boy forever. Oh, I will. Timor is red hot right now. The INT, according to reports, most likely would have been brought back for a pick 6. I'm getting in. I thought I called him J-Dub, but I called him G. Excuse me. T-Boy is red hot right now. The INT, according to reports, most likely would have been brought back for a pick 6. It was Moore's 3rd interception in the past 2 practices. Not 1, not 2, not 3. God, no! 3 and 2. And oh, Lord. He did it again, fam. Malcolm Smith is being pushed apparently by the presence of Dre Greenlaw. He had a pick on a Flacco pass, deflected off of running back Philip Lindsay. Smith is fighting, fam. This man wants to stay in the red and gold. If he wants it and he can get it, I'm going to support him. You go, Malcolm Smith. You go. Fred Warner continues setting the table for his teammates to eat. Number 48 forced a fumble late in practice that was recovered by Dre Greenlaw. The 49ers penetrating one-gap defense was killing the Broncos offense throughout this practice. The Broncos they didn't know what hit them. Denver has been used to less attacking two-gap style of defense. They've been practicing against that type of D for nearly the past month. Since the Broncos began training camp early to play in the Hall of Fame game, they've not seen anything like the San Francisco 49ers. Whoa! 49ers D had no sympathy for him whatsoever. Red and gold was raging. The guys were lively and talkative throughout the session, building that cohesion and chemistry for the doomsday defense. Well, fam, we got to come up with a name for these dudes, man. We're only seeing the beginning. Everybody ain't even in there yet. And they ran Denver out of their own place. You know what that means for the rest of the league when all our guys get back home? Other names to talk about during 11-on-11 zone drills. Kowalski T. Had a big pass breakup at the goal line. DeMontre Moore. I got something to say about DeMontre Moore. I've been watching that dude. I got some. Jay Bromley. Each had a run stop behind the line of scrimmage. D.J. Reed Jr. broke up a pass in the end zone. Leroy Reynolds had a PBU at the goal on a pass from Joe Flacco intended for Cortland Sutton. Sutton, see, that's why I told you last year, Cortland Sutton, you never know about your wide receivers unless Kyle and Lynch pick out a wide receiver. Don't trust anybody else. That's the way I'm starting to feel nowadays because after they hit the bingo this past draft, I was oh, my Lord. Oh, man. DeForest Buckner recorded a would-be sack, forcing an incomplete pass from Flacco. And Jeff Wilson made his way back on this Denver trip. Wilson Jr. had a strong practice after missing most of the early portion of training camp with a calf injury. He took over first-team work from Matt Breida, who was addressed but didn't get any full team work in. Good, thank you, Coach. You know, Matt, he doesn't have to prove anything. Wilson scored a pair of touchdowns, one rushing, one receiving during a red zone period. The 49ers were also without Raheem Mostert, who was wearing a blue non-contact jersey, non-contact jersey, you already know. And Wilson also held his own in special teams drill designed to replicate gunners running down the field and blockers setting up. Wilson, who was on a team that now has the potential to send seriously, fam, there is a potential. Tavon, he could end up in the Pro Bowl. See, because you figure running behind Kyle's offensive system and the tweaks that Kyle's putting in, and Kyle's learned a lot since Tevin Coleman left Atlanta. So it's even more dynamic than it was before, right? Matty B, you've seen what he can do. We have two potential running backs that could end up in the Pro Bowl. I'm not straight. I'm telling you the truth, right? Jeffrey, he's destined, however, for the practice squad, probably for the second straight season. Of course, fam, with a history of the past 4 seasons helping, keeping things in perspective. Keeping Wilson on the PS is like saying stand by. Now, I hope. We got 4 running backs. I don't know if Jerick McKinnon's going to make it back or not, but I do know we got a lot of running backs. So, and Austin Walter is fun to watch. I really don't know what they're going to do about that situation. Fam, there was one frightening key moment, though, worth mentioning, fam. Edge rusher Killer Miller was bearing down on Jimmy G. He lost his footing. See, these are the kind of things that are really frightening because these can happen. It's just a nature of the game. G felt the pressure and threw off his back foot as Miller nearly rolled into his front leg. And we're talking about the same leg that was surgically repaired. Ooh. G's pass wound up well short of his intended target, Marquise Goodwin, and right into the hands of Broncos safety Justin Simmons. I ain't worried about that part because I know what happened there. That was G's worst mistake of the afternoon, but he was sharp all afternoon throughout the practice. And as I mentioned earlier, whoa, man, that's why when people say we don't want him into this game, we don't want him in that game, you got to be careful out there. But, of course, Jimmy, apparently he had the wherewithal to see Miller rolling, and he said, okay, get rid of this friggin' ball. Just get your butt out of there and stay safe. Whoa. God, just read about that. It's like, whew, man. Surge G. So Ronbo, but the J-Dub Bunch Club is closing for good. Big laughing emoji and Timor, baby. Slimmy Long 52. One of the shutout games for the 49ers this year will be against Arizona. I know, right? Did you see them against the Raiders? It's going to be everywhere from 30 to 40 points to Arizona 0. Man, they look really bad. But remember, it's now. They'll make some adjustments, and they haven't installed. They weren't game planning, so I don't know if they're as that bad as they look there. Because the strength is going to be how Kyler Murray is used. Niner Rich says 49ers defense on the rise. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Niners! 668 Niners School, Denver. Let's see if they play as well on MNF. Let's go Niners, brick by brick. Ray Jr., what's up? Thanks. Ray Jr., it's my pleasure, fam. Thanks. Rod Manhammer, what's up, Rod? James Toomer, what's up? Niner fam from North Carolina. Love the show, fam. James, thanks, fam. Appreciate you. And Mario P, those 5 INTs the whole world is talking about were a fluke. Mario, you preaching to the choir, man. I think Kyle set up Jimmy for a learning experience. I really do, too. I really do. How did that happen all of a sudden? Put defense in the coverage set up to stop that certain play. Oh, I can see it. Orchestrated, planned. Okay, now they're back up in there. Okay, what's up? Week 1 win, 27-20. Okay, I don't believe they're going to score 20 points on that defense. I don't believe Jameson can do it. I really don't. Okay, if I say anything, I say 27-10 max. Russo, SF49, happy birthday to it's Timor's B-Day. I didn't even notice that. Anthony Baker, I know, man, out of Memphis, Tennessee. What's up, AB? James Cruz, hey, I'm so ready to see Jimmy G get to work on Monday Night Football. I'm headed to California October 6th, which is my birthday, and wanted to see the 49ers play the Browns. It's going to be a good game, too, man. I tell you, that's both teams coming in and talk about, yo, baby boy, y'all coming up and everything else. We've been down in the hole. Somebody got to leave here with an ass whooping, and it ain't going to be us. Hey, Josh, what's up? Alexander was feeling legendary in his interview. I know, I love what he says. So how you feeling today? Legendary. He says it with such a cool face. And he said he likes joint practice because it's someone new to hit. And not Rich. Moore is definitely balling, and that's what happens when you finally put guys in a natural position. Niner Rich, that's the gospel truth. Brandon Lone, VA, in here. Shout out to Ronbo, that's the Empire. Brandon Lone, big shout out to all of VA. Oh, man, I tell you what, boys, these practices get you going. Let me slap on my ears and say, well, what up?
Player partner Ronbo, what's going on?
Well, if there was any doubt about the 49ers being they're at home, laid back, relaxed. That's, of course, they be killing people, man. They ain't been tested yet. They got tested. And, in fact, the Broncos probably can't wait till the 49ers leave town. Fred Warner out there orchestrating, leading the defenses, whooping up. Flacco feeling like this ain't the same 49ers I played in the Super Bowl. And, it's just looking good, Will. Everything's coming together. Jimmy G got over his condition, and just like somebody pointed out a minute ago, that's what's set up, man. Jimmy G got set up by his own coach. That's, what do you think of Will?
Man, that just shows, man, everything is coming together, man. John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan came in, man, took over the team, man. We knew we had to start from scratch and build this team back up, man. This is a totally different team, man. This is a team that's about to show you what being at the bottom and coming up and showing success is like, man. It's amazing, man. You got Jimmy G out there, doing this thing. You got the defense doing that thing, man. Adding new additions to the team, man, which is giving us an upgrade. Man, I'm telling you, man. The outside media, all these people that doubt us, man, they ain't ready for what's about to hit them, man. It's about to be amazing. Shout out to Fred Warner, man. Look, Quan Alexander and Fred Warner, man, all them guys, man. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing with them, man. Not with that D-line either. And Scanrello already said that DeForest Buckner is the beast out there, man. So imagine having both Sandy Ford out there, man. Come on, man. These folks better open up their eyes, Ronbo. I'm telling you, man.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, it's such a rush. Thinking about that. And bam! Oh, and Buck sticks up. Man, why don't y'all save some for me, man? He can't even play the rest of the game.
For real, man. That's crazy, man. You got one man out there causing havoc, and the other guys is not even out there right now. And you got one man causing havoc. So imagine having all those guys out there, man. I mean, it's gonna be hell. I don't know what O-lineman that we're gonna play this season is good enough for our D-line. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't believe there is none. I don't believe it is. Maybe the Saints, maybe Carolina. Maybe. That's a maybe. But
okay, they got Armstead in New Orleans. You know what, though? I got to tell you, that's why when I tell people Look at the competition before you start giving the 49ers these 8-8 and 7-9 records. Look at the competition. Go around, read it up. I will tell you, they ain't looking like this.
Man, these is like I said, man. New generational reporters, man. New generational. They don't know nothing in the past. They just know what's going on right now and what happened last year. They're sticking to what they know to keep their job. That's it. They don't know all the ins and outs to every team. They don't know the stats. They don't know the breakdowns. They don't know the X's and O's. You know, they just saying, okay, they were good last year. They're gonna be good this year. You know, that's all they're saying. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. But you know what I'm saying? It's more than that. It's more than that than just just come out and say this team is this and this team will do that, man. But you can see the success that the 49ers is building, man. You can see it. So it's proven that we've been down, and it's proven that Kyle and John has brought in help, brought in guys from the draft. That's making an impact right now in the preseason. Come on, man. It's too much sugar in the Kool-Aid for it not to be sweet, man.
I love when you talk about Kool-Aid, boy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. And Ronbo, man, I am so glad that Greg Maybe is gone. I'm so glad his ass is out of Santa Clara, man. That takes a load off my damn back. And the guy they brought in, man, I heard he's pretty good, man. I heard that he has a 69% completion rate on him, man. So imagine the D-line creating pressure for quarterbacks, man, and he's out there doing this thing.
And he will not start. See, that's the thing. He's going to be part of the rotation. So if anything goes wrong, we got substantial guy coming in.
Right. Man, that's depth talent. Talent. Got talent, in your depth. So, that's a good thing. But, man, I need an installment, man.
Real quick. And now, Big Will, my player partner, has got something he wants to say, and let me holler at you.
Hey, Dante Pettis, man.
I meant to
leave these damn kittens alone, man, and fuck with some dogs. You need some dogs around your house. You need to go to the dog pound, get you some dogs, some vicious dogs, and you need to play with them. Leave these damn kittens alone, because these kittens is keeping you from catching the goddamn football. I'm tired of hearing everybody shining and you ain't shining. You dropping passes. That don't make no damn sense, man. We expecting you of all receivers, man, to be breaking out this year, man. You dropping passes? Come on, man. That's unacceptable, man. Leave these damn kittens alone and get you some dogs.
And Will, I didn't want to say anything, but Broncos were taking shots. They were intentionally bully. And I'm not talking about. They were bullying him. They pancaked him on one block. A DB. Oh, okay. You know what? They're gonna make him tough because he's gonna get mad in a minute. Even cats and all.
Kyle Shanahan needs to continue to get on his ass. I mean, he needs to just grab him by his collar, throw him in a private room, lock the door, and start throwing punches at him. Make his ass tough or something. I mean, come on, man. It don't make no damn sense.
Put him undercover in the prison yard for a week or something. Make sure the guards don't let nobody seriously hurt him. But just, come on, Dante, man up, man. Well, we got to go, though. We're out of time. You're right. I didn't want to bring up Dante. Dante upset me. I didn't want to talk about it. Wow, Dante. Oh, okay. Anyway, Will brought it out. I wasn't going to say that. Dante got bullied, and they was picking at him. Oh.
Tell it like it is. Oh. Tell it like it is, Ronbo.
Yes.
All right, man. But shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Appreciate what you do. Shout out to the TNT fam, my player partner Trey, Trey Trez, Big Show, Jared Fresh, Russo, Daniel, Red 49 hits, man. Fuck the Rams. Sorry, ass Rudy. They lost the Super Bowl and they only scored 3 points. And they only scored 3 lame-ass points this past preseason game. And they will always and forever be broke. All right, Mama.
I will. Play a partner. 0.5. Woo. Uh-oh. Dario loves God. Hey, can you sing happy 49ers birthday to my daughter, Ariana? So we do that right now. Wait, let me get some of my throat clearing juice. It's magical. I can't even tell you what's in it. Oh, happy Nana's birthday to Ariana. Happy Nana's birthday, Ariana. Happy Nana's birthday, Ariana. Ariana. Hope you have a great time all day today, and we already probably did. So there you go. And hey, JT, for that defense, a line pressure going at the quarterback, not just a rumor. Denver is a lucky team to go to practice with him. I know you get trained. And Denver didn't see the one gap situation going on. They must have thought it was like floodgates were opening up on him. That's pretty funny. And Fangio, he shouldn't. Wow. Anyway, Vader, hey, it's time. It's time. It's Vader time and gold time. Thanks for the love, Vader. Cynthia, hey Cynthia. Renee Cruz, oh, I love it. 49erologist Ronbo, whoop, whoop, whoop. Thanks, Renee. Hey, and Joshua Woodard, our Ronbo Sports Empire, hold it down. Come on, player partner, Trey.
Man, what's happening, man?
Oh, man, all
Ronbo.
good things today. You know what I'm saying, Dre, man? Jimmy G got over that brief disease he had. 49ers came out, Fred Warner, Tarvarius Moore, picking up right where they left off the other day. I'm telling you, man, Buckner got in for a little workout today as long as they let him play. He's beating up on Joe Flacco. Yeah. Man, I tell you, don't make no difference where the 49ers go. That's why we don't need to worry about them being on the road. Dre, take it from here. Go ahead. Get on in there.
Man, I'm really happy to hear that we picked off Joe the Ho Flacco once in red zone. Once in the red zone by actually I think we picked him off 3 times. Tarvarius Moore had a pick. Took it back for a pick 6.
Malcolm? I don't know who the quarterback.
Malcolm had a pick. Malcolm had a pick in the red zone. No, they were
was
both
all
against
Flacco?
Joe Flacco, bro. Yes, sir.
They didn't even throw the second-string quarterbacks in? We didn't throw ours in either, now that I think about it. Yeah.
All against Flacco, man. Armstead and Buckner, they put a lot of pressure on Joe Flacco today. Mm-hmm. We had some stops in the backfield, you know what I mean? On
Demontre Moore.
The red zone, which is yeah, man, Demontre Moore. That's a huge thing to see, man. Being able to play red zone defense. Even if you get down there, we can stop you to 3 points, man. That's very important. And we've seen that we were able to do that against the Dallas Cowgirls. Also, man, the things that the 2 things that worried me about today's practice. Well, actually 3 things. One was Mike Person.
Oh, yes.
He actually played through the whole practice, which was the odd thing. I was reading on one of the injury reports where they haven't made any announcements, but one of the injury reports that was, I think it was on 49ers Web Zone, said that they think that it could have been that he was taped too tight during the practice. Maybe he had some hyperextension or, maybe, I don't know, but he never went down, which is a good thing. Yeah. He never pulled up lame or anything like that. So, something had to have happened during the practice. So that means next week when Joshua Garnett comes back, man, he really has to step it up.
Wait a minute, Dre. You think Joshua Garnett's coming back next week? He needs to come back Monday night.
When he had surgery, he was only scheduled to be out for 3 weeks. So,
okay.
That was 2 weeks ago. Right. After this week, next week he'd be scheduled to come back. So
Dre,
I don't want to see Ben Garland.
One question though. As many times as you had your ankle taped, do you ever remember any one time it was taped too tight? I don't remember anybody in the training room that could actually pull the tape that tight. How did that happen?
I remember sometimes where maybe my ankle wasn't adjusted properly, so Like during halftime when we went into the locker room, I'd have
And you
to
didn't
have
say
to
nothing.
Yeah, I would have to have it taken off and be retaped, which would piss my coach
And that
off.
takes a long time.
Yeah, and then I would have to get respatted and all of that stuff. So you know what I mean. It basically takes up the whole time in the locker room. But then the other two things that really discouraged me was Dante Pettis, man. Dropped the touchdown pass
Because they intimidated him. They freaked him
dropped
out.
another long route. And then Jordan Matthews. Man, you and Dante, y'all just can't be letting these dudes talk shit to y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be letting these dudes talk shit to y'all, bro. Even if you did, even if it was an incompletion, you know what I'm saying, or they got the best of you on that route, you know what I'm saying? Bark back. That's what I like about, Jalen Hurd, Debo, and Kendrick and these. Man, dude, we come on, bro. Like, y'all gonna have to toughen up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to hear that or see reports that, dudes just barking and all of that shit. But at the same time, though, the good thing is that, we're going to let our actions, show on the field instead of,
because you don't want no fights out there. Because usually fights break out in these kind of things, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Good on that.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't
be
no
a wuss.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't be no punk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that, Dante gets through whatever he's going through, man, because, we can't have drops in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have been another touchdown added to the reps today. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that I want to see turned around by Dante Pettis. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, everything else, man, it was a good day. You know what I mean? Jimmy G started off, 4 for 4. He had 8 straight completions before he cooled down a little bit. You know what I mean? But
that's right.
It just shows, man, that we're going to be able to move the ball. And I didn't really hear about too many big plays. I didn't really hear about too many big plays or mistakes being made today. You know what I mean? So that was a good thing. As a matter of fact, one of the only touchdowns that the Broncos had today in joint practice was Tarvarius Moore jumped another route, and he tipped the ball, and the damn receiver behind him caught the ball in the end zone, Ronbo.
See.
That's how starved they were for points. That's how starved. Yeah, that's how starved they were for touchdowns today, bro. Like, they had to catch a fucking tip ball. on another potential pick for Tarvarius Moore, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
bless.
Yeah, man, it was a good day. Yeah, it was a good day. And then I forgot the guy's name. Is it Trent Reynolds or something Reynolds?
Reynolds.
The guy that we signed for. Yeah, man, the guy that we signed from. That used to play for the Packers. Man, he came right in and had a PBU, which is that's pretty big to come in your first day, and and to be written up into what happened in the practice today. So that was a good thing, man. I'm just ready to. Man, everybody needs to get healthy, Rombo.
Yeah, well,
we can't have Ben Garland.
That's why they're sitting down.
Have Ben Garland.
Yeah.
Jay,
these dudes ain't hurt. They ain't even hurt. They're sitting down. It's clear to see. Most of these guys sitting down are fine. I'll keep them out of harm's way. And that tendonitis, that Dre Green, that D Ford's talk about, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
It's
right.
good.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
I just really hope that Person was a precautionary. They put that soft cast on maybe to help with the swelling. You know what I'm saying?
They said it's not
because
serious.
We can't go into the season without having I mean it's very important, man. Yeah,
it is.
It's very important, man.
I agree.
We don't have that position.
We got to go.
Yeah,
and Dre,
man.
I tell you what, I'll see you tomorrow, fam. Yeah, so we get closer to
most
that.
Definitely, man.
Sunday.
Yeah, shout out
Monday.
to my TNT fam, man. Player partner Will, Trey Trash, Big Show, Russo, Shay, Bob Money, Jerry Fresh, Ratio Floyd, man, the whole Niner Empire. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get through this, and hopefully, come time to play against Tampa Bay, we're gonna be healthy and we're gonna show up and show out, man.
There you go. All right, Dre.
Yes, sir. All right, Ronbo.
You put him on, fam. Yes, and let's now go to David. David. Where you at, Dave? And so this is why Jimmy G's 5 and T's had to make national news. I'll never know. And Cynthia, that's a good point. Because he's Jimmy G. This is like way, way out of character for him and skill level. Even those who keep saying, he's way overrated and overhyped. Shut up! But Bash!
What's up, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Oh, Bash, I'm doing all right. In the years past, when our guys going up into that thin air and no oxygen, you could tell they didn't look very good. They went up there and held a clinic. I'm loving it, Bash. What did you take on today?
Oh man, I'm just me. I always got music popping in my head, and right now, before you called my name, I was singing more, more, more. How you like it? How you like it? More, more, more.
How you like it? Bash, you're amazing with applying music to the right situations. Even Robert Saleh acknowledged them today, unlike he has been. Because he was saying, ceiling's up here, and he's not ready for the NFL at that level just yet. Now, Saleh's not saying that all of a sudden. So, whoa.
Oh, well, not just Robert Saleh, but perhaps one of the best cornerbacks, or at one point was the best cornerback, and could possibly be the best cornerback in the league this year because he's in tip-top shape. His speed is there this year. Richard Sherman happened to say a few good things today. This is what he said about Tarvarius Moore. Asked him about the move to safety. He said, I think that's his natural position. I think he does incredibly well in space. He has great feet, and the ball just seems to find him.
I saw that presser, and there you go. That's a serious endorsement. Yes, indeed.
Without a doubt. And the thing is, some 49er fans are like, oh, I want to see him hit. I want to see some hits. Come on, man. And like
from Tarvarius?
We're just not. We only saw one game of him at free safety. So let's. When we drafted him, we weren't really expecting the big hitter, a la Ronnie Lott, Goldson, so to speak. But what you want to envision him as, the type of player he is or who he can be, think of a bigger Merton Hanks. that center fielder.
Merton had speed too. That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tarvarius ran 4.32 at the pro day, so he's got more than enough speed. And he's got the size. But don't get me wrong, he can hit you if need be, though.
Listen, hey, you remember that hit he missed last year? He hits like a safety, and we saw that while he was playing corner. He launches. Safeties do that a lot. He missed, though, a couple of times because he would launch himself and he would not keep his eyes on the target. He wasn't used to wrapping up. He was used to kill shots. And so now those kill shots are fine. All you like, Tarvarius. Launch him, baby. Launch him. Let that ball be released from that receiver as he goes down and says, ooh.
Shout out to Russo. Every time I talk to Russo, we always have to bring up Tarvarius Moore. We always got to talk about that guy. We're backing him big time.
You guys, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to trade. I'm getting ready to go down to that dealership where you bought the Tarvarius Moore car. I'm getting ready to trade. I may have to trade in the J-Dub machine. I'm gonna wait. Wait, I'm adding some more miles on it. Wait. All right. Dub, I still love you, man. Oh, man. Dub, I didn't give you up yet. I'm just playing. All right. See, Bash, this is your fault. You know what I mean? I look like some kind of a betrayal, dude.
I hate to say it, Ronbo, but Matt Mayoko himself said it in one of his tweets earlier in the week. I believe he said, I think it was in regards to Jimmy G coming back from an injury, but in any case, he said, this is Tarvarius Moore's job to lose.
Oh! Those are words of death. It's like they're doing the last before they throw the dirt on my boy. Oh, man. Well,
hey, but at the end of the day, if Jimmy Ward somehow wakes up from his hibernation and he turns into this all-world guy, I mean, us as 49ers fans will welcome this,
Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. It's whoever's the best person at that position. It goes for anybody on the D line, offensive line, receivers, whoever we got competing with each other. I was searching on Twitter while I was waiting on hold and thinking I could find some tidbits. I couldn't find anything. Any word on Debo and Hurd today? I didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
good or bad.
Jalen made a reception today, and also Debo was the target in the back of the end zone. What I believe. Von Miller was actually barreling down on Jimmy, and he had to get rid of that ball quickly off his back leg. And, of course, the ball fell short and it was picked off. I think that was the same play.
Okay.
But, yeah, otherwise,
I did see you mention Dwayne.
he was in there. Dwayne doesn't miss a day. Normally doesn't miss a day. So I think we got Kittle's running buddy. Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna mention Russo again because I talked to the guy a lot. He's a really, really cool guy.
Russo's a cool guy.
Oh, he has a YouTube channel. You got to
Jay, click on Russo, Russo. Click on there and see what Russo's got going on. All right, go ahead.
There you go. And the reason why I brought him up because I was mentioning how maybe we can make this like a Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez type duo. And I guess I was jumping the gun. I admit I was jumping the gun. But
Maybe
he was
not.
saying that.
It
could be equivalent to a Vernon Davis, Delaney Walker type combo.
Yeah.
If you think about it that way.
Because Kyle knows how to use his dual tight ends probably a little better than Frank. Man, we're not going to talk about Harbaugh's OC. We won't even call his name.
Oh no! Don't get me started about that guy.
Yeah,
he was our Achilles heel.
Well,
that's it. One more thing, Ronbo. I just want to give a shout out to Vader. I saw him in the chat.
Yeah.
I was trying to invite him to Not Have Fan Club on Facebook. If he sends an ad to the group on there, I'll definitely accept that request. I just want to say shout out to all my Niner fans in the chat. Love you guys. All the 49er fans. Not Have Fan Club, Hit Squad, TNT, whoever, man. You guys are the shit. We're going to do this year, Ronbo. I'm pumped up, man. You have no idea how pumped I am.
Oh, you have to be. You deserve to be. Hey, Bash. Tell you what, see you tomorrow, fam. You got some time. You in the car right now? Because Bash is always riding.
Nah. I'm not. I'm at home.
All right, fam. Let's talk to you
all right,
tomorrow.
man. Take care. Peace.
You too. Night. Hey, let's go back and check up on David. David, where are you at, man?
I am here. I'm sorry. I got missed on that one. I was trying
You were having a bowl of ice cream. I know. It's that time of day.
Hey, that is so weird that you said that because I was eating some ice cream.
See, I know because you ain't gonna. Nobody puts down a bowl of ice cream for anything because it'll thaw out, and you got a bowl of milk if you don't come back soon. So I understand it.
Absolutely, 100% true. You don't eat ice cream alone. Don't get me wrong. I would drop anything when Ronbo says you're on. You got to jump on, man. I really hope that we at least get and go to the Super Bowl, and I would love to see Joe Flacco's Broncos go there so we can kick the crap out of them. And he can go, do you remember that you guys got away with one because we let you get away with one? We gave you that Super Bowl. You didn't beat us. We gave it to you.
The refs helped you too.
Nope. We kicked ourselves in the ass on that one. Nobody dominated us. Nobody beat us up. We were the better team. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Niner fan. I kept looking at it over and over. I said, we just made bad calls. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. Whatever. Even the best got to lose sometime, right?
Exactly. And that's what happened.
I mean, I know you're a Lakers fan.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the Lakers, very dominant. They were great for years and years. They had all these championships. Well, they lost some too, didn't they? I think they did, didn't they?
Yep. After three straight championships, there they sat on the bench. I still remember Kobe's face in tears. Also, Shaq was sitting there looking like somebody just dropped a load on top of his head.
Yep.
I mean, it was just a sad affair.
But it's okay though because you don't ever want that to happen to your team. But when you set yourself and you're great and you have this beautiful legacy, you have nothing to be ashamed of.
True.
I mean, you could be like the Panthers. You could be 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
right?
So, yeah.
You could be like the Seahawks, the 12th man, which in reality stands for the Super Bowls, 1 win, 2 losses. You know.
Brilliant! That's absolutely brilliant, David. I got to remember that. The 12 years.
Yeah.
1 win,
Oh, yeah.
2
So
losses.
12, man. I go, no. You mean 1 and 2. You won 1, you lost 2, so shut your mouth. You could be like Atlanta, 0 and 2, right? But we don't have that problem, though. We don't have that problem. We have, in reality, you could say 6-0, and that 1-6 wins the asterisk next it. The
Right.
asterisk says,
I like that. Put that asterisk. Yes, put it next to that
did it
1.
to ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the asterisk that the Patriots have on there for teasing. I'm talking about asterisk because we gave it away.
The Patriots may have several asterisks, actually. But anyway, that's you can't take it away from them. But you know,
Stealing plays from another team.
Oh man,
That's okay. Deflate gate. Anyway,
the list. No, really, we are the greatest team of the Super Bowl era. We've lost 1. We won 5. Who else can say 1 loss?
That's right.
Whoever's been there. Pittsburgh can't say it. Dallas certainly can't say it. All right, so I feel pretty good about us.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're still we are still the benchmark. The doesn't matter if you won more than us right now. Currently, we are the standard. We are the Lord of the Rings. We are the Lord of the Rings. That's who we are.
That's right.
That's it. You know, but So it was been kind of quiet. Your last caller was right. I didn't hear too much about Debo and Jalen, but that's not a big thing. They don't always be headline stuff. They're good. They're taking care of business. This is going to be a good year. This is really going to be a really good year, Ronbo. Really,
David,
good year.
a profile may have started taking place. Jalen and Debo were in that game today. It seems that game was mainly meant for the starters. But Jalen made a reception today. Dante Pettis was abused. I really hope the coach sits him down, has a good talk with him. I'm concerned with where his head is. And Marquise Goodwin made a play.
No, don't worry too much about that. I don't know, man. I know practice is important. I know even preseason games are important. But when they really turn the switch on, it's when the first game of the season comes on. That's how you could tell.
And he did last year.
They're about. Yeah, that's when you could tell who you are. Because even you remember it said, everything they're running is vanilla. Vanilla.
True.
Even in practice. So you have to catch, you have to break away, but nothing is really set in stone until that first game. So we don't know until we get into that first game. And I think there's this crimson tide coming that people don't.
I like that.
It's this tsunami that's coming, and all these teams that were making these headlines. That's fine. We've been under the radar for a long time. People don't talk about us. I don't care. I really don't give a damn. I don't care.
Continue to do it.
I
It's
don't
wood
care.
on the fire. Exactly. I agree.
It's beautiful. I love it. Don't say anything about us. Who cares? I'll tell you what. You'll know when we get our foot and we stick it up the you-know-what, and we start taking some NFL ass. So I'm not worried about nothing. But so let me ask you this, Ronbo. Are you a Bay Area local? Are you local in the Bay Area?
Oh yeah. Actually, okay. Started in Salinas, California. Moved to Berkeley.
Okay.
Lived in Oakland for as long as it took me to get out. And then finally, and went to Cal State Hayward, and then moved back to San Francisco. My big dream. Lived there for a long time. I couldn't believe it. Just walking the streets of San Francisco. Oh, you know what, Dave? Don't get me started, man. We gotta go, and I'm gonna tell you what. Let me see tomorrow, because I'm getting productions looking at me. Hey! Don't go down that path.
No problem. No problem. That's fine. That's fine. I get it. Thank you so much. And I know you're in SF. I'm over here in Hollister, California.
Down by Salinas. Yep.
Yeah, home of Patrick Willis. Everybody remember that?
I do.
Poor Patrick. But don't say.
Dave,
but yeah,
we got to go.
Hey,
I got folks out on the East Coast.
We should barbecue.
We'll catch up on that
soon.
stuff.
We should.
All right,
Here
fam.
we go. Listen to this.
David, wait. All right. David, I'll see you tomorrow, Dave. All right, let's go out to Lamont.
Hey, what's up, Ronbo, man?
Lamont, man. I saw Lamont yesterday over the other day on Twitter. Oh, Lamont, are you at? There you is. Lamont, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for showing me love, man.
Hey, fam. It's
On Twitter, I
all
really
about
appreciate
that,
that,
man. Yeah. Hey, tell you what. Today was interesting. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know how good Denver or bad they are, really. And I look at their lineup and their installment of new things. I think the 49ers should go in there and step on their neck from the first minute, and they did. Boy, the defense was all over. They didn't know what was going on. They thought the gates of hell was opened up on them because they hadn't seen that kind of attack because they've been using dual gap. 49ers opened that single gap attack. And, Flacco sit back. Get him off me. Get him off me. I said, Niners is in there swarming like bumblebees. We had a good day on defense.
Yeah, man.
Offense wasn't bad. Jimmy G made his way back. So what are you thinking
Yeah,
here?
no, I was definitely impressed, man. I got a chance to see a lot of footage from practice, man, and one of the things that I wanted to see, especially going into this next preseason game on Monday, and Jimmy G playing, was one of the things I was looking for is just to see, how mobile Jimmy G would be. I know that we prefer for him to, be in the pocket and stuff like that, but this is football. Things happen sometimes.
Yes,
Plays break down and things like that. And I was just kind of concerned. With these ACLs, man, anything can happen. This a non-contact injury with Jimmy G last season, and so I was just kind of concerned. Just wanted to see if he was going to be able to run a bootlegs to Kyle ask and
because everything runs out of play action with Kyle. Everything. As soon as the season starts, you'll see everything out of play action. You won't be able to tell whether the 49ers are going to run the ball or pass. Everything's bootleg play action. Yeah.
Absolutely. And he did an excellent job, man, for the most part. My only concern, man, is that, Jimmy, he has to understand, he has to just live for another down. Like, he don't have to force it. He got an incredible defense backing him. So he doesn't have to force the ball, man. If he needs to throw the ball away or whatever the case may be,
Good point.
Just go ahead and throw the ball away,
Absolutely. And like you say, live for that next down. Because we can't afford for him to go down on being silly. Because that thing how he hurt his knee, that was stupidity. Jimmy, run out of bounds and stay your butt out of bounds.
Exactly. Because we really didn't need the extra yard for our whole season to go down. But anyway, like you said, the defense, they did an excellent job, and that's it. I really look forward to as well too. Just coming from the fact that we only had 2 turnovers or 2 interceptions last season, just to see that we got that ball hawking skills back there. How about Tarvarius more, man? And that's what I like about Cal, because it seems like Cal, he's not going with this fan favorites. A lot of times you see these, these NFL teams, they go with fan favorites, and that's what I like about Cal. He's just going with true competition. Like today, I seen Goodwin out there catching passes, and he has to because he see Devo and Jalen Hurd on his butt, so he got to go out there and make plays. You know what I mean? So I like to see that.
Tell you. And they're only getting started. I can't wait to see you start running the playbook. So
Right.
Oh man.
Right, man. But but I just hope, man. I just hope that Cal just keep using the strategy that he's using. And that we just come out of this preseason, healthy and getting ready for week 1. I was kind of reading early today that they're kind of projecting that both is going to be ready for week 1. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about to see, I see Quan out there too, because I know he tore his ACL too. But I like the leadership that Quan, Fred Warner, is having out there. Because I seen the press conference today, and he was saying that the linebackers are like the leaders of the team, or they know that they have a very important role, on the team, and I like to see that because it seems like right now a lot of the swagger is coming from Fred Warner, and he's only a 2-year
Second year.
person only had 2 years of
And thinking like somebody's been out there for 4 years. You know what? I think Quan Alexander has set a fire under Fred. I don't know, because Fred was good last year, but he was playing with a couple of guys less experienced than him, except for Malcolm Smith is out there. But Malcolm he's not an alpha dog, right? Fred is. So now Fred is standing next to another alpha dog, and it's making him crazy.
Right.
Ooh, man. And then he got Dre Greenlaw on the other side and Malcolm Smith. Malcolm Smith, I don't know, Lamont, all of a sudden Malcolm Smith is acting like he knows how to play coverage.
Right.
If that's the case, Dre will have to wait because they're going to say Malcolm's got the experience on Dre. We'll see because they can save some money. I'm trying to say, listen,
right.
I'm trying to save the 49ers money all of a sudden. Rob Bowe, just tell the truth. You like Dre Greenlaw better than you like Malcolm Smith. Lamar, how do you feel about that?
Yeah,
are you
right.
keeping Malcolm Smith or are you going to let Dre Greenlaw go ahead and start breaking his career in right now?
Nah, man. I think we got to let Malcolm Smith go. This is my personal opinion about the situation. The only reason why I say that, man, is because I think, we've seen so far from Seattle and his little stint with the 49ers, man. I think we've seen his ceiling. Like we don't know what ceiling,
Dre's got.
Is going to be at. And,
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you on that.
To me, I just feel like, he's out there, man, and he's out there and he's making plays. I know, he has to work on the play action and stuff like that, but one of the things that Saleh said, is that that's teachable. You know what I mean? That's teachable. You know what I'm saying? But out there on that field, like Singletary said, man, we want winners, man. We want people.
That's all we
who
want.
Out there with that heart.
Lamar, we gonna stop. I'll tell you what. I'll be back tomorrow looking for you. All right.
All right. Okay, Ronbo, man. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, fam. I'll see you on Twitter too between now and then too. All right. Have a good night, Lamar.
Okay, fam.
Yeah.
All right.
And let's go out to area code is 218 Moorhead, Minnie. Hey.
Hello.
Yes, and who is this?
My name is Cody.
Kobe?
Cody.
Is that Cody? Is that right? Cody?
Yes, Cody.
Wait,
yes,
Cody.
Cody.
Let me pronounce it like you do. Cody. Cody.
Yes, Cody.
Hey, are you on the chat? It seems like I've seen your name somewhere too.
I used to be. I don't really chat too much. I'm more of just a listener while I'm playing video games.
Because the thing is, you got guys like Texas Boy and some others on here that really do make you want to develop some software to see if you can come out of their computer monitor on them.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody. All right, today in Denver, 49ers away from home, and you look good. Jimmy G back to being Jimmy G. Fred Warner looking like he's getting ready to be one of our all-time greatest linebackers. I mean, I don't know. It just, are we getting too excited too fast, or what do you feel here?
I don't think there's enough excitement.
You remind me of me talking like that. Cody!
There's been too much down years, and now coming off of a bad year, we got to go 10 and 6 at the least.
Minimum. That's a bottom. That is it.
I'm in a group chat on Instagram. They're like, 7 and 9, 8 and 8. I'm like, name 8 teams that can beat us.
Oh, right.
There's not.
You're like, we echo the same. I keep saying, okay, name 9 teams. Think about what you just said. Name 9 teams that you think are going to beat the 49ers in this schedule. I'll wait. And you know what? I rarely get a response.
Exactly. I never get a response either.
You can't come up with it.
One time somebody said the Ravens could beat us. Like,
oh,
yeah, they got a good defense, but I think their defense, they lost so many players. They lost C.J. Mosley. Who was their defensive tackle? Michael Pierce, I think, something like that. He was pretty good. Like, they're not as good. And Lamar Jackson, his accuracy is terrible.
Did you read that report on Lamar Jackson? They said the question was, I think it's Bleacher Report or CBS. The question was, can Lamar reach the next level as a quarterback? I said, wait a minute.
He's a good
Don't
runner.
tell me he's still struggling.
Back.
I know that's what he is. A throwing running back, actually. Right now,
exactly.
Maybe he may develop his quarterback skills a little more, but right now, Lamar Jackson can be played. If he throws that ball in a secondary we got with the pass rush we got now, the 49ers are going to have a pick party. You watch. It's going to be ridiculous.
We're going to have tons of picks because he's not going to have any time to run because our defense is going to be inside of the pocket in 2 seconds. He won't have any time to throw or run. So it'll be bad throws and incompletions and interceptions.
Mm-hmm. And like a lot of people, I thought they may be one of the teams to compete 49ers. I'm taking them off the list. The Saints are still on my list of teams to be concerned about. The Browns are still, I'm concerned with them. The Panthers, they worry me. Go ahead.
The Browns, I think they're overhyped. I think they're going to go 8-8, 9-7. Their coach isn't very good. Their owner isn't very good.
A good call. Good call.
Like, Baker Mayfield's good. OBJ's good. But their offensive line, it's okay. But, I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I'll be watching that game, though.
Baker Mayfield brings something to the table, though, that is dangerous. He really does believe he's all of that in a bag of chips. Now, that rubs off on us, and I understand Baker's out there insisting on excellence from everybody on the team. Now, when you got a guy that motivates from his position as he is, he can be dangerous. So, because his guys are afraid of him and they respect him at the same time. So everybody's on their toes, so they could be sharp. I expect a good game, though. I don't really know.
It'll be a good game. It'll be a close game, I'm sure. I'm sure our defense will get a couple of sacks, but
Baker
Mayfield, he kind of scares us.
He's
then
tough.
OBJ, like, they got a stacked team, but they got no chemistry. It's their first year. They all of a sudden, and then.
And I thought the Chargers were going to kill us last year too, and that didn't happen. So usually the teams I think are good, and Pittsburgh Steelers.
People are saying we're going to lose to the Steelers. This team is garbage.
Well, because they used to be.
Big Ben is old.
Right? And they used to be legendary.
People are basing off of last year.
It is. Antonio Brown and his feet
Juju's going to get double teamed.
So. And I don't think Juju Smith-Schuster, I think he was good due to the fact that Antonio Brown's on the other side of the field. Can he?
Yeah, exactly.
Can he harvest off this guy next to him now? We say the other guy's pretty good. I forgot his name. But, we're going to.
I don't know his name either, but, I mean, I've never really heard of him. I got a buddy from school, and he's a Steelers fan. He's like, oh, we're gonna beat you this year. I'm like, no, we're not. We're going to go 5-0 through the start of the year if we beat the Browns.
Yeah.
The Browns is if we go 5-0 or not. Otherwise, we're sticking at 3-1 or whatever.
And I can live with that. We start off the first 4 games 3-1. I'm all right with that, So,
yeah, I'm fine
too. That's a
too.
good start.
Because that's a lot better than last year.
And no matter what we do, we'll be better than last year, Cody.
Exactly.
Cody, we're gonna go. I'll tell you what. Let me see. If you get a chance, get on back here. Take a break from the. Are you playing Madden? Or what kind of computer game are you playing?
Well, I was playing Madden just a few minutes ago, but now I'm playing a different game.
Take a break tomorrow and get back to us. Love hearing from you. All right.
All right.
Have a good night.
See you, Ronbo.
Hey, Cody. And and we go from Cody, as he pronounces it, to Braden. Braden.
What's up, Ronbo?
Braden, I know for a fact that you've received the number 97. Are you wearing that right now?
Yes, I am, Ronbo.
Hey, you should have zoomed in. You know how to use a zoom in? Next time you got to zoom in.
Okay.
We're going to give a big thanks tonight for the Braden jersey. Big Show's contribution, Taryn Hicks, and Lori Manalo, she basically funded that, between her and Terrence and Big Show helping out. And, of course, and Make Sense got in there, too. You got a lot of, you got a big fan club now, Oh, God.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for the jersey, man. Wow, I really love it.
Good. And all those folks I just mentioned, too. Got to give them a shout-out. They were fully responsible for that as well. So, Braden, it's our pleasure. All right.
Yeah. It reminds me of wearing a Ohio State jersey, but it's mostly a 49ers. Oh, my goodness. So, thanks, man. You're the best.
It's having an overwhelming effect on him. Well, Braden, did you notice the practice today? You do know that the 49ers took the traveling Savage assassination show on the road to Denver. And I think Monday night's going to be an interesting game. Jimmy G's going to be on hand. And the 49ers are looking to see if they can just, and it's not necessarily win, but they are definitely going to go out there and flex on them a little bit. That's what I'm looking forward to. Do you know about practice today? You know how well Jimmy G is back on his Jimmy G form again. The defense was looking well. Fred Warner was out there dominating. Of course, your guy, Nick, is still healing up, and hopefully he'll be ready by week 1 against Tampa Bay. But, yeah, what are your thoughts?
Okay, Ronbo, I just want to be clear. I didn't pay attention to this week's practice, today's practice. I didn't catch up on that. I didn't have the time.
Okay. It is summer. You're 12, and there's lots of things to be going. You know what I'm kind of impressed with? What, were you busy today? I mean, what were you doing?
Well, I was, hold on.
You forgot?
Well, I was just at a cookout today.
Now, see.
Because I was hanging around with the family.
Oh, good. See, that's what I mean. It's summertime. You're supposed to be doing things. A lot of guys at 12 years old, I got friends that I got friends that have 12-year-olds, 13, 11, and I have one friend that says he's going to bring in a pot of dirt, put his kid's feet in the dirt, and watch him grow because he's not going to move. He's still playing computer games all day. So good for you if you were out enjoying yourself, Braden. Anyway, it's going to be a great season, Braden. So you know what we're going to do. And tomorrow you can keep up with what's going on. I'll tell you more about it tomorrow. We'll talk about more tomorrow. But hey, you got in here to thank you for the jersey. That's awesome. All right. Tell you what, I'm gonna look for you tomorrow, then. Unless you want to add something else.
Oh, I just want to say shout out to all the chat out there. To everyone, and you, Ronbo. And Ronbo, I have one question to ask you.
Go ahead.
Are you going to the Cincinnati Bengals and the 49ers game? It's going to be in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah. So we can hang out, right? No, I won't be able to make that one, Braden. But you got to go. You got to go. And if you do go, let me know. We're going to set something up so you can shout out at everybody during the halftime. All right?
Yeah.
All right, Braden. You have a good night. Enjoy that jersey, okay?
Yeah, I will. I'm going to wear it on the first day of school, too.
Oh, all right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Night, Braden.
Night, Ronbo. You're the legend.
Thanks, fam. Have a good night. And there's NFC West Nemesis. And thanks for the contribution, fam. He says, going to be Monday Night Smackdown on the Colorado Clouds. It feels kind of strange now, knowing that you're going to be the dominant team in any given game. You know, a lot of games this year, we're going to know we're going to come in as a dominant team. I bet you they're even going to say here and there, you know how every game, they'd always say, 49ers are underdogs in this game. 49ers are underdogs. 49ers will be underdogs again this week. Oh, they're not going to be able to say that. Linwood, they're not going to be able to label us as a perennial underdog this year. And I'm feeling good about that in itself.
Indeed, my man. Indeed.
Vegas, get ready. Here we come. 49ers are considered +4. Who we playing? The Cardinals. What? Oh, they leave scars, Linwood. There's scars behind some of the abuse we've taken from the media and Vegas over the last 4 years. Dang. Still upset.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, Ronbo. It's going to be so much fun. Especially to my man over there, Nate Burleson of Good Morning America. Oh, my God. Dude. He goes out his way to just on every level. Nate Burleson on every level.
Hey, what's that jerk's name who said we were going to win?
Serious?
What's that jerk's name who said we were going to win 3 games? He went down through the whole schedule. Adam.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you serious?"
What is this?
All right. What?
Russo, somebody give me that idiot's
really
name.
Good...
I just want to call it out. God, Adam.
I can't.
His name
It's
Adam
on the tip. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I was like,
you know what I'm talking about.
He smoked some good crack with his coffee that morning. I was like,
That's what he used as a creamer. You know, a whole spoonful.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
what'd you have today?
Are you talking about?
I had a crack creamer latte. He's like, I talked about the 49ers. I had a crack creamer latte for lunch.
God.
Oh my God, you're talking about the 49ers. Yeah, it's ridiculous. But the cool thing about that is, I'm glad that everybody's sleeping on us. And I'm hoping all the other NFL teams are doing the same thing. But I think they're aware. They're paying attention. The media is not paying attention, but the other teams, they're paying attention, Ronbo. So they're gearing. They're like, they put a lot of pieces of the puzzle over there. And regardless of all the bad publicity and then the hype and this and that, but they know. They already know, man.
Yeah. And
it'll be a great year for us.
It is. And then, but when you think about all the suffering and drag through the mud, and we can appreciate what's going to happen. The idiot's name was Adam Rank, by the way. But anyway,
there you go. Yep.
We can
it was on the tip of my tongue, and I was like,
No, I just couldn't think of his last name. But we got a lot. You read about all the injuries today. Kind of freaked me out. If we can steer past that. These are waters in August that you got to get through. You got to keep dodging bullets. Derwin James went down. I believe I saw another key player from another team go down. I says, these teams are going to be hurt by these losses. These guys are going down for the year. I think
San Diego.
Derwin James.
San Diego lost a lot of key players, not just Derwin James, but they've lost a lot of key players, just like we have.
And they're running back.
I was keeping in contact. Yes, exactly. And then what they're doing. So I was keeping in contact with them because they were a threat for us to possibly be in the Super Bowl. So I look at teams that we can face in the Super Bowl. So I ain't worried about nobody else. I'm looking at the AFC teams that we might face in the Super Bowl. And I'm like starting to weigh out San Diego with all the injuries and this, but you never know.
Yeah.
Kansas City's at the top of the list.
Yeah, there's the scariest team right there. Not necessarily the Patriots. Kansas City, they got another guy that could run.
I'm not worried
like
about the Patriots, Ronbo.
I know.
I'll be shocked if they make the playoffs this year, honestly.
They might, but I don't know if they're going to win.
I mean, I can't see but New England, but they're going to make a run. But they have the weakest division. They always have had the weakest division. They always had the cream of the crop because they could win 5-6 games easily every year. And if you get that,
that's a boost.
Guaranteed to get in there. And then you don't get hurt, you don't get injured, you're healthy always because you play garbage teams every year. Wow.
It's like a gift. Right place, right time.
I know.
New England Patriots.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So with a great head coach in a sense, because I'm not taking nothing away from Bill Belichick.
No, dude,
the man
he knows
is a
what
monster.
he's doing.
Exactly. The man's a monster. I'm not taking nothing away from that. He's a monster. Tom Brady's a great quarterback. And that's why they didn't need all those special weapons and that, because they weren't playing special people and special teams day in and day out in the regular season like we are in the NFC West.
We battle.
But you know what, though? I got to tell you, if Belichick, see, what Belichick does to B teams is he takes away whatever you can do to him, he takes it away from them. That's all they work on the entire week. So with them having 2 weeks to stop the Rams, we've seen what happened, especially with McVay getting out-coached and them having a quarterback that can't really ad-lib. So that's why that's the scary thing about Belichick. Whatever you're good at,
well, it's not scary for us
because we got the guy who knows how to beat Belichick.
He would. Belichick wouldn't know what to fucking do because we have too many weapons, too many options, too many things.
He's got Shanahan.
Because he's like, guys, we can't isolate anybody because they're all weapons, so just go play football.
Love it.
And they're like, hold on, time out, coach. Well, you said have a plan. Well, there's no plan for the 49ers because they can kick their ass every which way from Sunday.
Hey, but you know what, though, Linwood? I guess your two top weapons, if you're Belichick, you take away George Kittle. Who else?
All right, 2 players gone.
Kittle and who else? Would you be really concerned?
Yeah, if you're going to cover Kittle, you have to assign
2 defenders,
a linebacker, linebacker, and i.e. either a safety or i.e. a corner, given the play, and then what's left?
You try to take. If you can take Goodwin and Kittle out of the equation, it's going to hurt the passing game. Maybe that would be his emphasis.
And
try to make the rest beat you on their own.
And that's when the passing / running backs
take over. Exactly. See, Shanahan, he's scary. Brilliant.
Everybody. Or if you take – and there's another anomaly in there. All right, say you take Marquez deep threat out. You take Kittle out. Boom. Well, then we got another bruiser. If you're stopping run, then you got another bruiser in there, 2 actually.
Dwayne.
Hurd, Debo.
Yeah.
There's multiple options they can run on them.
There is no defensive
And then everybody always forgets, and I'm glad that they do. And if all those are covered out of the back gate on a late play, juice. There's just too many
Everybody
weapons,
forgets about juice. Jay, tell them when we got to go before it gets too late and everybody's out and the East Coast crying. So, let me see tomorrow, okay?
Always, Rombo. And here you go. You're asking for a name.
I'm ready. Huh?
Wide, 9 and dime. 49er defense.
I like it.
Ready to sign.
Oh, let me write that down. Wide, 9 and dime. Fred.
Yeah, with all those monsters feasting up there. Wide, 9 and dime.
See you tomorrow, Linwood.
Ronbo Sports. Hit those likes, people. Ronbo Sports, hit those likes. Sheep. You need to call in, brother. I ain't heard your voice in a long time.
See you the other day. All right, fam.
Hit those likes, fam.
Thanks, Linwood. Have a good night. And let's roll over quickly to JT. JT.
I like it. Ready to sign.
I love hearing some yelling, screaming in the background. JT.
Oh, what's up, Rombo?
Yeah, hey, JT. JT, oh, man. First workout before we get ready to see the Broncos on Monday night. It looked good. The 49ers were not overmatched all day long. If anything, they brought it to the Broncos in the first session. That could change a little bit tomorrow. They may make some adjustments. I don't know. But we know the 49ers are not going to be intimidated or beaten up. Well, we do. Dante's got a man up tomorrow. But otherwise, 49ers are good today in Denver. Fred Warner's out there setting everybody up. Go ahead.
Oh, we're talking about Dante Pettis. Yeah, he dropped that one ball that he should have caught. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, okay, I'm following now.
Yeah, Dante's got it, and they sort of picked on him. They said they were just doing anything they wanted to do. Dante, they started antagonizing him. It seems like too. I really, Dante. People need to have more respect for you than that, and they will if you show them some nasty. Show them some nasty. Don't be just sitting there taking that stuff.
I think Dante, I don't think he likes being put on. I don't think he likes pressure.
Yeah.
I think Dante likes to show out when he's comfortable. And I think it's going to take him a little bit of time. I think he just needs to fill it out. He just needs to get a little comfortable. I think he's just got too many butterflies in his stomach. I don't know what's going on with Dante, but I think he's gonna be all right. He's just got to get a little comfortable. I think.
Yeah. At some point,
I think being put on the spotlight, it's just not working out for him. You know, when they're expecting him to make these big spectacular plays, especially on his sophomore year. You know, everybody's expecting it. I still expect it, but I think it's going to come. You know, it's just not going to come when you want it to come.
I agree. You know what, though? I'm not worried about his ability to play or skill set. I need his attitude and demeanor to shift. Dante's, I want him to be a little more mean. Don't be so polite, Dante. You know what I mean? I was like, if a dude's doing weird things and talking bad, you know what? Say something to that mother. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't let anybody think they could just treat you like they like or what they want to. Because you know how dudes do. They see him being weak, they're going to continue to attack him. And I think it effectively took him out of his game today. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I think. I think he don't like being put under pressure. He don't like the limelight. He just likes to. I think he just likes to show out when he's comfortable, and I think that makes I think that makes more sense to me more than anything else. He's gonna ball out. I really think so. And as far as his toughness goes, I think we all seen a glimpse of that last year. You know.
Yeah, that's true. But I want to get him out. You know, even Kendrick Bourne, who's always laughing and clowning and dancing, nobody actually messes with him though. So I figured Kendrick has something to say, or he shows people, dropping the elbow or something like that as you're getting up. You got to do little things to show people, man, don't play with me. You got to do that as a ball player. So.
No, you really do. But I think it will. It's going to come in due time. And you guys all watch. You guys all wait and see. And I think it's going to come. It's just not going to come when everybody wants it to.
Yeah.
But as far as Dante goes, I think the defense was looking. They sounded like they was decent now. Like they were just on point. Like I don't think the Denver Broncos. I don't think they knew what was coming.
They did.
They just kind of got hit with the lightning bolt. Because that defense was right there. I think they were ferocious on them, and just they just weren't expecting that. And I think tomorrow they'll be a little bit more prepared, but even still tomorrow they're still going to get. I think they're still going to get roasted. Yeah. And just imagine, Ronbo, if we had D Ford on one end and Nick Bosa on the other. Oh, then forget about it.
And I'm glad we did, JT. I'm glad we did just because I don't want any scouting by anybody else or anybody else to notice what we have coming off the edges. It's kind of a blessing in disguise, you can't see.
Yeah.
If D Ford and both of them, D Ford and Bosa, y'all can't see me. My time is here. My time is now.
Nobody got a taste of that yet, and it's coming.
I know. They will. And when they do, it's too late.
They will. And so imagine right now, if they're having fits on what's out there right now, just imagine how many fits they're going to be putting out when D Ford and Nick Bosa are on the field.
I know. I look so forward to that. So, but the thing is, they need to build some chemistry. I really wish the guys can get several workouts in before we go to Tampa Bay, though. That is of concern because no matter what, you need to work with your teammates to see how they move and how you're going to move, and timing and all that type of thing needs to be something they need to work on. It comes naturally after a while, but you want to see it as soon as possible. So, we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to see that chemistry because you could tell you could see it on TV when they're gelling the way they're supposed to be.
Because contrary to what people believe, even the offensive line as it is right now. That against Dallas, what I did like is the precision when they moved. They may have been beaten up on a couple times, but they got up off that line you could see them shift at the same time, left, right, whatever way it was. There was like the distance and gaps between each other. I said, look at that. I mean, everybody may think they suck, but them boys, it's about technique with these guys. This is why we're going to have one of the best run games in the NFL. I see that coming.
Oh, absolutely. So, but I got a question, Ronbo. What's going on with Mike Person?
Yeah, Person, he's just a slight. It's not serious. He'll be okay. But, hey, JT, we're going to go because the East Coast is getting late. But I understand they taped him too tight. Maybe somebody once said may have caused some kind of issue.
Yeah,
but
I came home and I thought I seen something about Mike Person. I was like, oh, man, that's all we need.
It's not serious. It's not. And I read another report that it's not serious. Matt Barrows, check him out. Hey, let me check you out tomorrow, JT. All right?
All right, Ronbo. Niner Empire.
JT, you right? Okay.
Oh, hit that like, everybody. Hit that like.
Thanks, JT. Let us roll on out to the East Coast. Demetrius.
Big Ronbo, what's going on, bro? How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm gloating, Demetrius, man. I'm feeling so proud. You know what I'm saying? 49ers, man. They look like the guys that are standing out, like Fred Warner, Tarvarius Moore, Jimmy G regained his confidence and came back out there and did a job. I just like where this team has resilience. Jimmy has resilience because, he already knows. People constantly, he ain't never put together a season like, man, he's overrated, man, overhyped, man. What we know about Jimmy G, man, he ain't showed us nothing. I just have to read it. I'm yelling at my monitor. Shut up! What else is he out there doing? He had 20 games before you say anything good about him. We'll see. I hope he stays out there the entire season. Oh.
Had Stephen A. talking about us, man.
If anybody can talk
man.
about
I like
him.
Stephen A., man. He alright, but he just be going overboard sometimes, man. I just think, it'd be crazy though, because Ronbo, not for nothing, man. I think the NFL, like everybody say, they hate us. They hate us, man.
No respect.
We don't get that. They act like we just. I don't know, man. They just act like we don't even exist no more. They just we just straight stink. Like we ain't just go to the Super Bowl not that long ago.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
It's been 5 years?
I mean, it's crazy.
But people don't like when you're at the top, and the 49ers are amongst the elite of the NFL since the Super Bowl era started. People like to see you suffer. Wait till the Patriots start to really fail and Brady leaves. They're gonna take over as the most hated team because people are gonna love to see them get their butt kicked as soon as Belichick and Brady separate. So that's what we're going through for years. Yeah.
Yo, Ronbo. This is my belief for this year, man. Like I say, we're gonna go 14-2, like in good faith, like I'm listening. So I heard the caller talk about 10-6. I understand, I get that, but
that's the bottom.
I can name 14 teams we could beat on that schedule, man. Hands down, Ronbo. And that's just how I feel. Like honestly, 2 games we'll probably lose just because. Not even tied, just feeling ourselves. Yeah, and not even that though. And I say the 2 games will come either on a back to back, and we're just gonna take off from there and go on that win streak, or lose one here and then one there and catch up and get back on track and just go back on that winning streak. That's how I feel personally. Honestly, that's my honest opinion on it. I just really think we're gonna hit a hot streak, and my thing is. We're just gonna lose those 2 games, and we on our way.
Because those games you talk about losing, if they're those games where the 49ers know good and well they should have won, then they come back the following week with just a vengeance, and and that could be a roll. Yeah, you could be right on it.
Yeah, Ronbo, that's how I feel. Yeah, and they did their thing today, bro. They did their thing today, man. I'm happy to see that. Yeah. Happy to see that, man. And that's how I'm feeling tonight, though. I'm just in my feelings about my Niners. They better get it right. We're going to get it right. The wheels is turning. Now, I mean, I'm feeling it, Ronbo. I just got that feeling, bro. That's just how I feel.
Good.
That's just how I feel, man.
That's why.
I mean, I feel good, like Shorty said, man.
That was the floor.
Go ahead, Ronbo.
No, I was just saying,
Yeah,
when we said 10-6, we meant
floor,
that was the floor, not
Mm-hmm.
the maximum potential, but the floor. Anything less than that is a fail, especially for this team.
Exactly. And Malcolm Smith think he trying to get busy. Uncle Smith, you dig? Uncle Malcolm. You know what I mean?
I can't believe it.
Yo, it's crazy.
This is
You know what I mean?
second
I'm just
time.
wondering if, this is crazy. If they trying to show they ready, or he just trying to get it together, like he's performing for another team, possibly. You know what
Maybe,
I mean?
but you know what? It may be ego. He don't want to get ran off from a team that he came in and he was supposed to be the main man. Because when they signed him to that long contract, Malcolm Smith wants you to retire, 49er. Come on in here with your experience. And now,
exactly,
it's going to take more than his experience to keep him on the
Malcolm's
team.
on a short leash right now. He got to get it right.
It's straight green laws.
And if he don't, he's a beast. I think they're going to rotate, you know what I mean, just to keep Malcolm Smith healthy if he's playing good. If he's playing good and healthy, all right, y'all rotate. You know what I mean? If Malcolm Smith get hurt or he's just not playing right, then you got to come out. He's trying to win.
Because honestly, Demetrius, I tell you right now, if I see Al-Shar hit anybody else like Aziz hit somebody else like he did this past weekend against Dallas, Malcolm's got to go. I'm going to rotate Al-Shar. I'm not going to put him on the practice squad because too many people seen that hit. They'll pick him up.
Yeah,
got Al-Shar.
Yeah,
I got
he's a
about
sleeper.
3 or 4 of the
He's a
guys.
sleeper.
Exactly. Don't. I'm not Malcolm, man. You could have established yourself before now. That little injury you had last year, that unfootball related injury, we ain't got over that yet. And now here you are.
Yeah.
I got. Oh, we'll see.
And I have one more thing to say before I go, Ronbo. Not for nothing. Our defense is young, and we gonna get it in. And Russell Wilson getting old. From what I've seen from Kyler Murray, look,
You got to learn
that boy gonna be running. That boy gonna be running for his life when he play us. He gonna be running. We gonna have like 5 safeties that game because the only way he could go is back through the tunnel and back on the bus. You dig? You know what I mean? So and I think like Jared Goff, he gonna be running for his life. You know what I mean?
He ain't got no
All
speed.
these quarterbacks gonna be running for their life, and we're young, and most of them is older. So, and Baker Mayfield, stop talking, bro. 'Cause you putting a mark on your chest, bro.
I know, right?
Talking. All these defensive linemen, they hungry, and boy, oh boy, when they play y'all, oh boy, I just can't wait. He just better stop talking, don't play football, because actions speak louder than words.
That's it.
And it be them dudes that talk too much.
And Demetrius,
that get punched in the mouth first and get knocked out. So he got to chill out, Robbo.
I'm telling you. Demetrius, I can see a fight getting started against the Browns. And like you said, Baker Mayfield starting talking and yelling across the line of scrimmage. I can see him now.
Exactly. He got to stop talking now.
Yeah,
he got to stop talking now. But he keep that talking. Talk that talk, man. You gotta talk that. So you talk that talk. You gotta walk that walk. So that's all I'm saying. Like,
there you go.
You better slow it down.
You got to bring ass to get ass. That's right. Hey,
yes,
Demetrius.
Sir. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna kill him, Rambo. Thank you, Rambo. I know you gotta go, bro. Rambo, I just did 70 hours this week, so I'm up killing, bro.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Whoa. Look out for Demetrius. It's the hardest working man in Sportsville.
Nah, Rambo, got 2 kids to feed, bills to pay, bro.
You go.
Nah,
you do it well. Right,
yes,
Phil.
Sir, man. You have a great night. Enjoy
you do,
your
Demetrius.
weekend.
Get that rest. All right, Phil.
Yes, sir.
There goes Demetrius. Hey, and we get on out, staying out on the East Coast, going to Jersey, the Garden State, where Brother James is standing by, and he's got something to say. Come on in, James.
What's happening, Ronbo? How you doing, man?
Oh, doing great, James. I'm telling you, representation out there in Denver is looking good in the red and gold. It made the city look good. People are looking like they're evolving right before our very eyes. I don't know what's becoming of Fred Warner, but Fred Warner looks like he may have hit another gear. I mean, he was awesome last year. I actually was worried about, is he peaking too soon in his career? Fred Warner has got miles to go. There's no telling what we're looking at, but the Pro Bowl is in that man's future. He led the team today. I mean, he set the table for everybody else to eat. I was like, Fred, use the Mike's mic. But hey, what were your observations on today?
Well, I can tell you this much. It's great to hear those things, and I'm actually starting to have a very strong belief on top of the belief that I have in this football team and the coach and the GM and even the owner. And I do believe that, I see him as interfering with some wreckage of great defenses. I'm just going to put it out there because practices tell you a lot about what kind of team you're looking at, how they're going to play. And listen, we went out there and played supposedly America's team with their starters in that preseason game. And they were moving the ball, but they didn't score no touchdowns. And that really, first preseason game with backups in the game and your starters are not even on the field. So when they do take the field, and it's so much ascension happening right now and evolving because you listen to that. The frustration that Jimmy Garoppolo has had, but I look at it like this. Now, some of it I can take with a grain of salt. It was interceptions, but we don't know if receivers were running the route completely. Committed to go in full go, or were they off a tick and instead of the normal speed required for that play to develop the right way for the right people to get open. So, or
was Shanahan setting up booby traps? Mm-hmm.
Right, and at the same time, is it, are we actually seeing the beginning of a great upcoming young ascending defense? Okay, that's something that's really, because it's a lot of pieces that are getting great praise. Now, we know when we get, D Ford and Bosa back on the field with DeForest Buckner, man, and then with Katavius Street is still coming off that torn ACL, and he's not 100%. But look at what he's doing right now, collapsing pockets on a bad foot. Let me tell you something, huh? When it all comes together, like I said, and I believe the unit we can put on the field right now, defensively, I think they're going to interfere with some records of great defenses like the '85 Bears and the I'm just going to say some great defenses, even our own. They could interfere with what, now mind you, in '95 we had 9 Pro Bowlers that went to the Pro Bowl, okay, off of the 49ers team. So, like I said, it's things that I'm seeing and listening to. And as far as the other caller that had said, Ronbo, we play Belichick. Belichick is a master at beating, teams. Yeah, he is. But see, Kyle Shanahan's offensive schemes are designed where he wants to set you up with plays that you seem to believe is coming and what he's presenting to you. But when you've got a balanced offense with different backs that have different skill sets, but can move the ball at the same time, can take possession of the game and wear a defense out. And then we talk about they were comparing Kittle with possibly Dwelly and Kittle. I think they could actually be even better than Gronk and Hernandez that year. The Patriots made that big run. I can't remember how they did not go to the Super Bowl that year. It was one of the weirdest things that could happen in fate, but they won all those games, and that was the year, that was actually the last year that Hernandez had played football. And they signed him to that big extension because these guys were unstoppable on the field. Well, we got Kittle and we got Dwelly. And if that's not enough for you with just say 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter and we're up by maybe 12 on you. Now here comes a juggernaut that wears a jersey with a number 17 on the back of it. And the defense is looking at the sideline like, wow, they kill us with the running game and throw smoke screens with deep ball passes. And now they bring Jalen Hurd in the game, and he's such a big back, 6'4", 228, can kill defense, especially when they've been on the field and they're starting to get tired. So, yeah, it's a lot, man. It's truly a lot, but
and it's all going to be brought together in one dynamic ball of fire. James, we gonna go, James.
I can tell you. Yeah, I know you got the roll, Ronbo, but I'll tell you what, J-Dub, Jarkiski, they better not skip a beat because 33 is coming, buddy.
Oh!
So I'm going to tell you, Nana Empire, Nana for life, be blessed. Thank you for what you do. Have a great evening.
Thanks, James. Have a good night, fam. Yeah. And we go check out Sit's day one. Day one. Day one? Day one. It sounds like he's eating a cracker, huh? Or potato chips. Since day one. I think he's busy right now. Yeah, they're having dinner. I heard somebody say chicken.
We need protein.
He needs protein.
Hello? Oh, my bad.
Hey, say what, you sound like a great dad. You're teaching the little guy what he should be eating. Was that a little girl or a little guy?
Yeah, that's my niece. He's trying to eat what my niece was eating, and I was like, nah, we're getting chicken and cheese. You heard that, huh, Ronbo? You crazy, Ronbo? I should have known, man. I always catch you. I always catch you dropping in on everyone else.
Everyone else, right? I mean, listening, boy. I love it.
I never thought it would happen to me.
No, you're doing a good job, Joe. I'm impressed. Hey, sister.
I heard protein right after me, and I was like, "What the hell?" Hey, what's up, though, Ronbo? How you doing?
Hey, feeling good? Because you know what? Our guys are looking good. They didn't go in and embarrass themselves or us. They went over to Denver, for that collaboration they got going on before they played Monday night. And the guys look good today. And Jimmy G got over them interceptions, and Fred Warner's out there showing people how to play. Or you know what? Fred Warner, more than anything else, is showing people he is the Mike. I don't care how many years he's played. He is the Mike on this team. Setting them up, putting them in position. Boy, Fred. Man.
Yeah, I heard. I've been hearing it all day, Ronbo. I heard from multiple sources that it was domination on both sides. I was like, yeah, I was like, man, that was good news. But I mean, I would have been happy with the couple. You mean like looking good and everything? But no, they said they blew them off the water. They said that it was as far as the play, they blew them out. Energy, they blew them out. It was like the Denver was just flat. They didn't know what the hell to do. Niners came in rowdy. They didn't have no music playing, but we made the music. We were out there a cappella. Mm-hmm. And they just took over, and then that's what they said. I heard that from multiple people. I seen it on Twitter. I seen it on my Instagram. I seen
all the beat writers.
And, yeah, that's what they said. And we didn't even have like everybody, but it's just the intensity and them seeing new faces. They seen blood in the water, and I was like, man, I was happy to see it. I was happy to hear that, and that just, man, I'm excited, Ronbo. I can't say enough. And
say what. You have you been to Colorado before? Have you noticed?
No, I haven't.
Well, the thing is, when you get there, and let's say you fly in or whatever, if you drive, it's another thing. But if you fly in and you get out of the plane, you'll notice if you walk uphill or up a stairs or anything, you sort of feel it. The altitude is for real.
Yeah.
So the 49ers it shows the condition of the 49ers is jamming. And they went in there and didn't bother them at all. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I've heard that Buckner's like, no, I don't really. It's all in the. But if you come down to it, it's mental. A lot of it's mental. And, I mean, it's bad, but, they deal with it. Denver deals with it, too. And I don't think that's something that you can adjust to and then they're accustomed to it. Like, so it's just all in the mental. Like,
well, yeah.
They don't adjust to it. They just learn to
If you're in it all the
They
time,
learn
I think
to deal.
you could probably
They learn to
adjust.
deal with it in their. They learn to deal with it in their minds, you know. So I don't think that their body adjusts to it necessarily. Like I don't think that it's like oh I'm cool, I can play anywhere in high altitude. It's just all mental, and they know how to deal with it mentally. So it's like other teams come in, they're thinking about it. That's making it worse. They're thinking about it. They're breathing. They're like, oh shit, it's like it makes it worse. But I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all. I mean, but I want to touch base real quick on the. I got NFL Network, so every now and then I'm switching it on, and the Niner and Cowboy games just keeps on coming up. Keeps on coming up. So I'm like, I got no choice.
But it's
I got
because
no
of
choice
Dak.
but to review to go.
You know?
I got no choice but to go over the tape.
Well, because Dak is threatening to get. I think it's a joke. Someone's like, we're going to pay Dak Prescott $40 million. He don't like that. He can go somewhere else to play. And I think NFL is making jokes about it. Yeah.
Man, Dak Sanity, they're overdoing it, Ronbo. That's too much.
Dak Sanity, I like it.
And then Jimmy took over for like a day or two with his 5 interceptions and all that. And then
he's
a
over
couple
that.
people came on, and I heard one analyst. It was like, I don't know if it was. I don't know who it was.
I know what you saw.
The name's not coming. But he was talking about. He's like I ain't worried about it. He's like, I had bad days myself personally, because when you're in training camp, you know that it's not real. And he's like, you want to test yourself. You want to test. You want to test the windows. You want to try to squeeze it in where you know that you maybe can't. You want to try it. You want to. So I'm not worried about that. But I'm gonna tell you, I want to clear the air real quick. I was thinking about it the other day, and I remember last week or maybe a couple weeks ago when Greenlaw, he laid that dude out. He laid the juice out in practice, right?
Yep.
And there's a couple people. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie. One of them was like, it's practice, and Juice wasn't looking for the contact. He wasn't. He didn't put his head down. He wasn't ready for it. So I didn't give him full credit. And I was like, I ain't getting hyped up. Some people were hyped up, and I was like, I want to see it in a real game, Ronbo. Watching this Dallas game and watching Greenlaw, that kick return, when that dude is running up the middle full steam,
boom!
Dre jumped. You know what I had? I had flashbacks to when Terrell Davis, when he was a rookie and he was in his preseason game, he had the same highlight. Those kind of plays right there.
That sudden stop. That's strength. Ooh, that's powerful.
That dude lifted off his feet and he was running full steam. He was running and then Dre just jumped in front like, hold up, red light, boom, flipped him, and I was like, what the fuck? And then he started getting tackles for losses and all that. So, I mean, Malcolm Smith's my dude, regardless. He's part of the Empire, so I'm going to support him and I hope the best. But if you don't do nothing in the next week or two, you got to take a seat. Take a seat because
I got to tell you, though, for the second game in a row, Malcolm Smith made a coverage play. Malcolm Smith never makes coverage plays. All of a sudden, he's working on his coverage skills. So,
oh, yeah, the play. Tell you, that hit I was just talking about, that shit, Malcolm Smith probably got up like, oh, shit. He probably got up like, damn, where my helmet at? Like, fuck, I need to get up in this because that's me. You're telling you, Ronbo, Malcolm Smith is tripping right now.
Damn.
Malcolm Smith is tripping. He probably ain't even asleep. He's probably like just,
he hasn't slept probably for 2 or 3 weeks since
the
draft.
Jake Greenlawn, he's looking good. He got character and he has the IQ.
He's gonna be ready. So we gotta roll though. Hey, if you get a chance tomorrow, and hopefully we'll catch you shopping with the kids. You're gonna love it. And we'll look for you tomorrow.
Protein, Ronbo. Protein key.
That chicken. And eat the breast. Not all the dark meat. Too much grease.
Yeah. A few ounces of protein a day will keep the doctors away.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
All right, fam.
Have
a good night.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, fam.
Good night, Robo.
Hey, good night.
All right, Rombo. I appreciate your time.
All right, fam. Appreciate you. Look for you tomorrow. All right.
You stay safe, Rombo. God bless you all.
Thanks, fam.
Stay up, stay faithful, stay loyal. Just hold it down.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Rombo.
Night, fam. Let's go check out Nighthawk. Nighthawk.
What's up, man, bro? What's going on?
Nighthawk, it's you, fam. Is that Jersey? Do I hear a car horn? What's that horn? Oh. you know how Jersey Joe's always driving, but Nighthawk, what are you watching? That's you. There he is. Nighthawk, that's what are you watching? A scary movie? What does that sound?
No, I was in a movie. Yeah.
I know. Oh, you turned it down. Good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Nighthawk, the 49ers made you, me, and everybody that supports the red and gold in the Niner Empire. They went to Denver, and the Broncos are thinking, hey, that ain't the same 49ers anymore. And the Broncos need to remember one thing. We beat that butt last year. See? So, yeah, it's worse this year. And Joe Flacco, they just handed him his butt. Nighthawk? Is that you?
I'm here.
No, you got some strange sounds coming through, man. You may have to take your phone to an exorcist. Seems like it's cleared up. All right. Nighthawk, what are your observations on the day, Nighthawk? You got Fred Warner out there doing a great job. DeForest Buckner came in for a little while. He beat up on Joe Flacco. 49ers were rushing Joe Flacco into making all kind of bad passes. Tarvarius Moore, another INT. Nighthawk, you're not exactly a J-Dub fan, are you?
I mean, like I said, if he help us out, he's okay with me.
Well, I just want you to know, because a lot of people don't appreciate my boy J-Dub, but I got to tell you, Tarvarius Moore is doing a great job. I don't know if I want him to sit down or not myself. Oh, man, I got the truth. It must be told, Nighthawk. If Tarvarius Moore is going to continue to get an INT a day, I can't make him sit down.
Nope.
Richard Sherman even said that Keller Witherspoon looked good today, too. So could it be Richard Sherman, Keller Witherspoon, and Tarvarius Moore? That means because I don't know how Jason Verrett is feeling. So Richard Sherman will be leading the first graders. Well, let's put him in the third grade team. Ain't even got out of elementary school yet. And there's Sherm. And they be doing a job. Wouldn't it be great? God, the future would look so shiny, bright. I don't know, Nighthawk. Maybe a young secondary starting.
That surprised me because everybody's sleeping on them.
Mm-hmm. You got K'Waun Williams in the slot. Hurt.
Yeah, but when they start winning, they're gonna be like, they're gonna start talking.
Yeah.
But right
now, your phone is just not working tonight. Every time you speak, that sound starts.
But like I said, I mean,
all of a sudden it got better. Okay.
You can hear me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like I said, we're gonna shock these people who doubt us.
And so many do. Thousands upon thousands, Nighthawk. It's really bad. They're still talking bad about us.
Yeah. But it's okay. You know what? Let them. They're gonna find. Look, when we go to the playoffs, they're gonna say something.
And we're not going to appreciate it either, Nighthawk. You know, you're right. Because what's going to end up happening, if we do what we expect to do, then here they come. Well, you know, I saw way back during the summer, you looked at the talent the 49ers had compiled, and you figure their potential was high, but then they've been a losing team for so long, you can't really make those assessments to it. Shut it, man, because you know what? You guys did that on purpose because of your ratings.
You know what? Let me tell you something. You know, the Skins lost 4 of their preseason games.
Wait,
the Redskins lost 2 of the. Your Redskins lost 2 of their preseason games.
Yeah. I heard the quarterback looked decent though. Who is that quarterback?
Man, I'm telling you, Cincinnati.
Haskins.
I'm telling you, Cincinnati beat the crap out of that Skins.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you, the 49ers did better. I'm telling you, man, we're going to be up there.
Well, we get to play the
I'm
Redskins.
telling you, man. You know what? We're gonna crush the fucking Redskins.
We get to play both of them. We get to play the Redskins and the Bengals.
We're gonna crush it because I look at the Redskins game. Oh, they don't have no game. The only person that they got is Davis. That's it.
They used to have
Warren
that running back,
Davis.
too. Yeah. I heard Haskins threw a 50-yard touchdown. I don't know how that happened, but yeah.
Before I go, I'm gonna say this: 49ers is gonna be 12. They're gonna take it. They're going 12 games. Wow.
12 wins? I like that.
Yep.
And Nighthawk, and for real, when you check out the teams we're playing against, this is why this is so possible. These teams, only thing we got to be concerned with is the travel schedule. Will that take away from the 49ers' execution and concentration? Otherwise, man, them teams we playing, ain't nobody looking like the 49ers.
We're going 12. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna be 12.
All right. All right, now. Let me give it a holler out so I can see if we can get some more people out here before it get too late, Nighthawk. Are you ready?
Yep.
Niners for man, a Nighthawk.
You know what? Nighthawk is out, and fuck everybody. Go 49ers.
Nighthawk. He forgot to say a lot of things, but Nighthawk is special. I love him. And let's go to 424 Culver City, California, back on the West Coast. Hello.
What's up, Ronbo?
Yo, what is this?
Hey, man, I'm a first-time caller, but a big fan, and I'm from the LA area. I'm from Wilmington, California.
Yeah?
All right, man. Hey, man, I tried to get on with you the other day, and I fell asleep, man. You gave me a shout-out. You were calling me. I lost out.
All right. What is your name? So next time I can call your name, you can know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, hey, Raul, man. I go by
Raul. Hey, we used to have a Raul.
Hey.
This is the first time we called him. We used to have a Raul. We used to call a long time ago. Yeah. What's up, fam?
Oh, man, thanks for having me on the show, man. I love what you do. Shout out to all the Niner Empire out there. I wanted to say a couple things. I know you don't got that much time.
Go right ahead.
I was looking at the roster, our lineup, who we were playing this year, and I know you were talking about you were a little worried about Cleveland Browns.
A little bit.
But I wanted to, just a little bit, but I wanted to let you know this. You know, we play the Steelers on week 3 at home, and then we get that bye. Then we come back and we play the Browns, and the Browns are actually traveling, and they don't have that bye. So I think, and they're actually on the road a lot too. So before we play them, they have to play Baltimore in Baltimore. Then they have to come to Frisco and play us at home. So I think that's going to be a factor too. You know. So I'm not
somebody
too
pointed
about
that out a while back. I forgot about that. That's true.
Yeah.
Traveling.
So that makes me. And if we could beat the Steelers before that, before we get that bye, I think that puts us in real good position right there.
Bro, it's going to make a statement. If the 49ers just beat hell out the Steelers, because you know what? A lot of us, and including me, because the Steelers got that reputation, right? They got the coach is still there that's been there forever. They got Big Ben, and just them two together make things happen. So I'm thinking, man, that's going to be a challenging contest. Can we beat them? But remember, we got Kyle Shanahan. Kyle can beat any defense on the planet. That's all we get, So that game ain't no Steeler game.
100%. Yeah, I agree. 100%. And then we got to take into consideration, like you said, Kyle Shanahan, another great, coach. I think we all know that. If you're listening to this podcast, you know what it is. But you got to remember, Jimmy G had this whole season. You think he was just on the bench, not studying, not game planning with Kyle Shanahan? He took advantage, baby. He has a chip on his shoulder. He's coming with a vengeance. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are sleeping on that. And hey, for all these other sorry-ass teams, let them sleep, baby. We won't come this year, and I guarantee you. Hey, I don't know. I can't remember right now who it is, but I know you'll know more than me. the favorite thing I've heard recently from a fan that be calling in all the time is 13-3 because we got Jimmy G. That's the hardest thing I've heard, man. I love that. And shout out to Kenny, man. And ever since I first heard that, that's been my thing right there, man. I truly believe we can go 13-3 this season too, man.
That's a nice ring to it. And Raul, you got to remember one thing too, like everybody else knows, if that team, the 49ers get confidence with the talents they have, and once they realize who they are, and there is no need to hold back on any team, confidence could be a very powerful thing. When that young team starts to believe, Raul, as long as they're on the field, people go get beat up. Oh,
yep,
yes.
Yep. Do that. And I also hope that Akilo gets a start for the first two games of the regular season. Yeah, and work Jason Verrett in, because I know he had an injury, but still, I'm kind of scared of that ankle sprain, baby. Some people might say he's injury prone, so I don't mind easing him in. Give Akilo those reps. Akilo those reps.
True.
He ain't that bad. Let's see if he ain't improving within those first two games, then give Jason Verrett more reps. But hey, you gotta give him a shot too. We don't know how he's been working this offseason. You think he wasn't listening to those critics? Give him a shot, baby. Hey, and Tarvarius Moore, he's doing his thing, baby.
Oh,
and if Dre Greenlaw to work on that coverage, I know he had a couple blown coverages, but that's where we're gonna,
he's learning.
Next couple preseason games. That's where we're gonna see what his intelligence is at when it comes to the football game.
Damn.
But I'm not trying to take up too much of your time, Ronbo. I'll give you another call next time. But hey, thanks for having me on this show. I love what you do. Shout out to the Niner Empire. And for sure, I'll be calling back again, man. Thanks for having me.
I hope so.
Shout out to you.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, Raul, man. Don't be no stranger now. You said you'd be back.
All
be
right,
back.
Fam.
Be back tomorrow.
I will
myself.
be back, man.
All right, fam. Appreciate
All right, I'll call in tomorrow then.
Looking for you, Raul.
All right.
Have a good night, fam.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one, man. Shout out to the Niner Empire, everybody. Have a good one.
There he is. Raul, SoCal. Hey, let's go check out Kevin.
Ronbo, been a while.
Kevin, yes, I haven't called this name in a while, have I? Kevin, how you doing, man?
Doing good. Hearing some good things. Sounds like some pretty good showing and out in Denver today. So, things are looking pretty good. I've got one concern though, Ronbo.
What's that?
This offensive line of ours. I thought I read something earlier. Is Pearson injured now?
It seems it's not serious. Everybody says nobody's seen anything happen. It's just suddenly Pearson's on the sideline with a boot on, right? And one rumor has it that he may have been taped wrong, and it may have caused something to hurt. But then they said it's not serious. This is a really tough guy, Pearson. This is the kind of guy that plays with the leg broke, shoulder separated, concussion. This is a hardcore football player. So if he came off the field, it must hurt pretty bad. But then they say it's not serious. I don't think they're even going to put him. I don't think he's going to get an X-ray or anything. We'll see what happens tomorrow. If he shows up, and you know he will, because this dude has done this before. He got hurt last year, Kevin. It was serious. They had to almost tie him up to keep him from playing in game 2. Pearson, man. So he'll be all right, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. One question I have, though, Ronbo, I mean, we are really lacking depth on our offensive line. And
quality depth, for sure.
And on our roster right now, who would you see or who do you think it would be a good trade option to try to get us some depth on the offensive line?
Well, first, where are you going to shop? I've heard this before. Who do you think is available? There's a thing every year with offensive linemen. There's just not that many. After free agency, the pickings become slim. If you're a good offensive lineman in the NFL, you are of premium stock. Nobody's going to let you hang out, especially in August. It's too late. I mean, you can pray, for a draft pick next year or something, because the 49ers are going to have to go to the draft, I suspect, first round next year. 49ers are going to go for either a guard or a center. Well, they've got, and they may go a second round offensive line because, shoot, When you think about every position, Kevin, what of the positions really need help at this point?
Yeah, it's tough.
It's all offensive line. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If they can make a trade, but I don't know who they'd be getting. And who's going to give up a good offensive lineman?
We really need Richburg to come back and perform the way he should. But I've not had faith in him since we got him from the Giants, Ronbo.
He gets hurt in a heartbeat. And you can't be getting hurt as an offensive lineman. You got to be tough. You got to take pain nobody else can take. They say Richburg, rumor is he's going to be okay in time for game 1. Otherwise, we got to go with Garland at center. Ooh, that's a scary thought. He doesn't have a lot of experience at that position either. He's a tough guy, but he's not played center all his career.
And in our division, the interior defensive lines that we're going to be up against are just stout. I mean, one name, Aaron Donald. You can just say that. I mean, and
I know.
I mean, if that doesn't show fear in you, then there's nobody going to
deal with him. But remember, everything comes out of play action. I think a lot of what Kyle Shanahan does, it takes the edge off of some rushes. If you're doing everything out of play action, like he's going to be doing, defensive lines won't always be able to have the advantage on every snap. Aaron Donald, of course, is an exception. He will be tough. But still, I don't think he's going to shut the 49ers offense down. I don't think anybody's going to be able to shut that offense down. Because one thing we do have, they're not good at pass protection. But I'll be dang, those dudes can run block. All of them. And that's the best thing they do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally satisfied with the outside of our offensive line. The interior is where I'm really, really worried. And I mean, if Persons is going like you said earlier, he is a tough SOB, and if he's coming off the field, I mean, that's a scary thing. Hopefully, he'll be back out there tomorrow, and things will be well. And I don't want to be all doom and gloom. One thing I'm really so happy to start seeing is, it seems like we're moving our players back into their natural positions, like Tarvarius Moore.
Yes.
Finally, and I don't know if it's the coaches that we let go of or something. I mean, whatever it is, there are positive movements right there, and it is looking really good.
And you mentioned something there, too, that's key. We got the best coaches we've had since Kyle and John got there. Hafley's gone with his miserable teachings in the secondary. Chris Kasurik is somebody every team probably wants. You know, we're in good shape right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're not even fielding. I mean, we've got Bosa out, we've got Ford out. I mean, we're not even fielding our maybe one person off of our starting defensive line, and I mean, we're dominating. I mean, so he is doing a phenomenal job coaching our front. And then, I mean, we're starting to see people getting moved back in, like I said, from corner to safety, their natural positions. Moore has just been showing out. Now, I mean, I'm hoping that that's something that's going to, I mean, it's unbelievable what he's been doing. So I'm excited about that. I'm just really hoping that offensive line can get solidified so Jimmy G doesn't just get slaughtered.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really, you know what? I don't worry about. They're not great, the offensive line, but they're not piss poor either. I mean, you want to see a little better protection, but I trust them for the length of time. That ball's going to be out in 1.5 to 2 seconds, and as I say, it's going to be a lot of play action and rollouts. They won't be able to tee off on them like they did last year, because last year they had to dumb the offense down a little bit, and you saw both CJ and was our second string quarterback, Nick, standing there behind us, standing under center, and just standing back there and keying on whoever breaks route, right? Well, see, this year you're going to see a different story. They're not going to be standing under center just waiting there for the defense to come and get them, and depending on the defensive line to hold our offensive line to keep the defense off them forever. It's going to be a different ballgame this year. I think everybody relaxed after game 1. You saw a little bit of it against Dallas. Sometimes you've seen CJ and Nick rolling out, and they had 30 yards of real estate in front of them. They could have ran, but they went in through. Right. But you're going to see more of that than you're used to seeing from last year. So I don't think it's a serious matter to be concerned about yet. So we'll see.
Really, really excited about this year. Things are starting to really defensively look up. And I mean, it was a bad word. Saleh last year was a bad word.
I kept trying to tell people.
I'm starting to have a little bit of a second thought.
See, he needed weaponry. That's all. He's a smart man. Kevin, we got to go, though. Let's see tomorrow if we get some time. All right?
All right, Waldo. Appreciate you having me on.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you getting back in there. See you later.
Take care now.
You too. And let's go check out Justin. Hey, Justin.
How you doing? I am currently sunburnt from this damn heat. Fuck, man.
This is good.
Damn.
Listen, you're going to appreciate this.
I hate this heat, man.
You're going to appreciate this heat. Let's see.
No, I won't.
1, 2, 3, see. About 4 months when you're putting on a coat, got the sweater on, putting on the wool cap, and saying to yourself, "Oh man."
I'm from Seattle. I missed it. I missed the cold. I missed the cold, man.
Justin, you never told us. You never said you were from Seattle. I went to Seattle. I remember I was down in Fisherman's Wharf area in October. I bought 2 of those Seattle sweatshirts, and I couldn't find any plain one. I have them in my drawer still. Seattle sweatshirts because I was freezing my butt off. It's October. Why is it like January?
I love it.
Oh.
I love the cold, man. I do. I love this cold, man.
I don't.
I love this. I love this cold, man. I thrive in it. I don't know why. I just thrive in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
This heat, you have to refill your water back and over again. You have to make sure you're hydrated because of, heat exhaustion. It's easy to get warm rather than just get cool. I'm saying that right now. That's why.
There's just something festive about summer. I love July. As soon as I see April, May coming, the flowers, the birds are singing louder. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. Here comes the sun. And I say, hey. The thing is, summer also means the beginning of football season, Justin. Don't forget that, man. Right now, you're enjoying it.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? But Justin, what do you think about today's developments out in Denver?
I have a friend, he actually was like there, I guess, or I don't really know. He was telling me everything, he was telling me how Jimmy and Flacco struggled a little bit. Flacco threw the pick six to Moore, and then Jimmy was, struggled like a little bit, but then I'm like, okay, but at least he's not.
But when did he struggle?
He's not.
The reporters didn't say. They said Jimmy went 8 in a row before anybody had anything to do with him. Jimmy struggled.
Oh, okay.
I heard he struggled a little bit at the end because what's his name dropped a couple of passes. Dante dropped a pass.
I heard that. I was like, damn it, man.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for this guy.
He'll be
I'm rooting
okay.
for this
I
guy.
don't believe he's gonna. I cannot believe he's gonna have a bad year. We'll see.
I hope not, man. It's one of those things. I feel like, and then oh my God, today is a great day. You know why? We released Greg Maben. No more. Greg Maben's gone.
Oh, come on, Justin. We're not supposed to be wishing bad things. Oh, that's awful. Shame.
The headache is gone.
Oh.
The headache is gone. The headache is gone.
Well, yeah. He wasn't going to help us anyway. And the 49ers couldn't wait for an excuse.
I wish him well.
Well,
I wish him well.
Justin,
I wish him well.
I mean, anybody else gets hurt and they get, okay, well, we'll give you a week off and we put you on the injury report. Not Maben. Maben's hurt. Waive him. Whoa. Really? That's cold.
I don't know, man. Hey, I just don't. He may be a good person, but on the field, he's garbage.
I know. Maben's awful.
He's garbage. Okay, and the same thing. I've been I've been saying this about Richburg. I'm like, this man, man, this guy's a liability, man. This guy's a liability. This guy has not even practiced. It's oh my God. Man, I'm really hoping that he practice and at least does something. At least shows up on the field this year. Please.
Don't let him come too early. He's very tender. Let him make sure he's fully healed up, though. Weston Richburg, man, they say he's good. We've not seen it yet because he gets beat up by your average nose tackle. I don't know, man. We'll see. God.
I hope, man. I really hope, man. I really don't want to say that that's another bad, signing by Lynch, but Jesus Christ.
What do you mean another bad signing? Hey, how many bad signings? Okay, let's count them. Malcolm Smith,
Robert
But Melvin's starting to come around like he knows what he's doing.
Oh, hey,
Give me some more bad signings.
Zane Beatles, right guard.
No. The Lynch and Shanahan didn't sign him.
Oh, that's
that was bulky.
Right?
Don't blame anybody on him now. They're not responsible for. In fact, Lynch and Shanahan got rid of him. Who else?
I can name all day. You
can't.
God, man. I mean, the biggest one, man. The biggest one is Malcolm Smith, and the fact that that we haven't got rid of him is baffling, because this guy got embarrassed in practice by Kevin Coleman, man. A Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP, man, got embarrassed.
But remember, he is a good football player as far as being able to stop the run. Now, he's experienced in this defense. Yeah. That's his forte. Now, don't ask him to defend passes. He's getting better than that, though. I'd pass ready.
Him and Jimmy Ward should become, roommates. You know why? Because their roommates are called glass. Okay, roommates are called glass. That room is called glass. Any chance they even got a small contact, it's like DeMarcus Cousins. Okay, they even get a small contact, they go down in pain, and they're like, "Oh my thigh, my arm, my broken collarbone." That is how Douglas Smith and Jimmy Ward.
You ever had one of those injuries? That's extreme pain, and you're making jokes. It is kind of funny, though. You're a sick man, Justin. You can't make fun of a guy for getting... What? And by the way, Tarvarius Moore and Jimmy Ward, that's a battle brewing. I don't know if Ward's going to get enough chance to get in there and demonstrate that he owns that position or not. And I started to think the 49ers might be thinking...
I'm worried...
Let him have it.
I'm worried
Jimmy's
about
going to be back up.
I'm really worried about Tarhit. I'm really worried about Tarhit and Colbert. I really am. Because if he keeps balling out like this, Colbert's going to be like, damn, I'm on the bench.
I know Adrian's. AC doesn't seem to be too worried about it, though.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't.
No, man, he's got to, man. He got ejected last game for that, that bogus penalty, whatever. It was a shoulder. It was shoulder. But they said head-to-head. I'm like, whatever. It's one of those things. So, I mean, but at the same time, man, this team this old line needs help. And I'm starting to think that Will was right about our line. Because last game, our O-line was garbage. Our O-line was garbage. Like, that O-line.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, remember, no Staley, no McGlinchey, so they couldn't be expected to be a whole lot better. There's only Nazi and Turan and some of those guys. Let's not decide that team, the offensive line you saw against the Cowboys, is the offensive line. Tomlinson, everybody was out except for everybody was out. It was all second and third string. So I don't know.
What I'm saying is that maybe Will was right in the sense that we don't have any backups that are reliable.
Depth, I'll go.
That's what I was saying.
All right.
That's what I was meant. Not. I'm saying that the backups may be, in fact, like what Will was saying.
Just I got to stop you there, though. Don't get started on this. Yeah. Bring this tomorrow, and I'll be looking for you. All right. Yeah. And we'll continue to worry about that offensive line. All right, man.
I'll end with a shout out to my uncle Raul. He's getting married tomorrow. I'll be at the wedding. He's a big 49er fan. He's getting married, so I'll give him a shout out. And a shout out to Lori. We all defended you, so we got you, Lori. Okay.
All right, Justin. See you tomorrow, man.
Catch you out.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And James Morgan, thank you, family. Says, 49er Jay from Memphis and Smith needs to go. And we will probably, I don't know, if he keeps on working like he is, how are they going to tell him? Let's go at Deshaun. Come on in, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, Ronbo? How you doing?
Fabulous. Anytime I hear good things about the 49ers, after they left the nice, comfy, safe confines of home, and they fly up into New Jersey and hold classes on how to play football. Look at the Niners. And Fred came in there like, I'm in charge, y'all. I'm going to tell you what to do. Do like I tell you to do. We'll be all right. Let's go. And he did. Fred was set left, right, and left. And Jimmy G makes his triumphant return back to domination. Don't listen to Justin, man. The report said Jimmy went 8 in a row before they even touched him. So he had a good day today, except for a few drops from people we know and love, like Dante, as they antagonize. And the report says that the Broncos were actually picking on Pettis. It says he came around on one corner on one block. He was blocking for Tevin Coleman, and they pancaked Dante. Wow! And they kept on messing with him. I said, Lord, have mercy, Dante. Man the hell up. Come on now. So I'm a little concerned about him.
He's going to get his revenge on Monday Night Football, man.
Yes, indeed. Talking about Deshaun? Yes.
Yes. You know, see, don't forget now, he's a little jet. You know, he's a jet, and he's going to learn his roles. But I tell you what, though, when the cameras shine on him, I tell you what,
he'll show out there.
Get told a whole different person.
Because you know
I ain't worried about it. They don't pick on him.
He did this last year too, Deshaun. I think he plays carefully. He's trying not to get hurt. Last year he was doing that, I could tell. So this year, he may be a routine every year. We'll be crying about Dante. Maybe this is the last year we cry about him in preseason because we'll know what he's doing. Dante, man, out there being careful again. But you know, Deshaun, you can get hurt trying to be careful. I guess he knows what he's doing. Let's see what happens.
Yes, well, you know, he's going to. I mean, he's taking it easy. That's okay. You know, we got too many injuries going on.
Yes.
But yeah, he's going to be a monster. I ain't worrying too much about him. This is the second season. He's not. Remember, last year he was supposed to start.
I know, right?
That's right. Injuries. This year was a time where maybe this year or next year he was going to, come along. So I'm not really worrying about him, his second year woes, and he gets pancaked. But he knows
what he's doing.
He's ready right now. He's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready when that camera shines on him. Now,
how many yards for him this year, do you think?
I believe he's gonna get 13,000 yards in receiving.
I mean 1,300. You know what? If he does that, that would be a breakout year. Much like George Kittle last year went berserk. And that's what everybody's predicted, Dante to have a bust-out year like Kittle did his second year. So I hope so. That means he'd be the go-to guy.
Just remember, the way his talent is, it's going to be that. He's too talented. He's too fast. He's too talented, Ronbo. It's going to happen.
Jimmy just got to get on the same page. KB dropping passes. So,
he's a small guy. He's a small guy, and small guys drop passes early in their years. I mean, if you take a look at the St. Louis Rams back in their early years when they had Torrey Holt, Isaac Keem, and Isaac Bruce, they dropped early passes. But as Kurt Warner started getting used to it, and they started getting Kurt Warner, I'm telling you, they're gonna burst like rockets.
Hey, it's not a well-known fact because it goes back too far. But do you know Jerry Rice's career started with a lot of drops?
Yes,
as a rookie, Jerry was
back in 85, 86. Yes, he did dropping passes.
Jerry wasn't. He didn't start off.
He did himself.
Mm-hmm. And that's why Pettis had a better rookie year than Rice. Pettis is like the greatest rookie of all time in the 49ers as far as stats go. Pretty interesting. I thought that was funny. And I loved when they asked him about it. Do you know that you are now the rookie leader, the all-time leader in 49ers franchise history? Yeah, and Dante, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Dante, you should at least say, well, yeah, but I'm no Jerry Rice. Not yet, anyway,
Yeah, but Robert, don't forget about Gene Washington back in the early 70s.
Yeah, did he? But his rookie year, wasn't like Rice, or from what I read.
That's all. I didn't know that. I know in his younger years, he was really bursting. He was really getting it done.
Wasn't Y.A. Tittle throwing to him?
Oh, yeah, no, it was
Brody.
John Brody. Brody was the guy who was throwing East Spurrier. That's that time.
So, yeah. He came a little too early before things got started. Do you know what Bill Walsh would have did with Gene Washington? Woo, man! Because he was so gifted.
Boy, he probably would have went back to the Super Bowl the year after we won the Super Bowl.
Too bad.
You talking about
Rice
Clark, Gene Washington, Freddie Sullivan.
Washington and Rice on the field at the same time would just have been ridiculous.
Man, we probably would have beaten the Washington Redskins back in '84, man. If you'd have had Steve Washington. Damn. That's all right, dog. Mike Sherrod filled in his shoes a little bit.
Yeah, and but now we got a assembly of talents, and the Debo's good. You know that Jalen Ford's good. The future's already set up. You know Dante, when he gets ready to play, he could be a bad man. And I just wish Trent Taylor was not. I worry about that injury. Will he be able to perform like Trent Taylor? Oh, man, I don't know. That's a serious injury.
I think so. It's just a toe. He got screw in his toe. Once that toe heal up, he's gonna be the same Trent Taylor. He showed that in practice last week. He's gonna be the same Trent Taylor. It's not like his knees, or it's not like he has one of them back injury, but it's just a toe. He heal. Once he heal up,
he'll be okay.
All right.
Somebody said they've had that procedure done, and they still feel it under certain weather conditions. So, it goes from that to an arthritic condition. Well, you know what? We'll see. I mean, they got injections you can have to subside that arthritis if that's killing you. Yeah, but it's still a scary thing to think about. We'll see. Fam, hey, Deshaun, appreciate you, fam. Let me see you tomorrow. Get you, as soon as we get in a little early tomorrow. I got to stop coming in at 7 o'clock. West Coast. Sorry, too late out there as it is. All right.
Yeah, I'm in the East Coast. I check with you. You have a good day, Ronbo, and
thanks,
thanks for having me.
Thank you, fam. Appreciate having you, too. Have a good night.
No problem. Not any problem. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's Deshaun. And now, it is time for the Sheik. Who's that said they hadn't seen Sheik in a while? And Sheik's been here just about every time. Hey, Sheik.
Ronbo! What's going on? It was Linwood, by the way.
Yeah, it was Linwood. Yeah. Linwood, I couldn't forget Sheik. Linwood may have already, maybe he checks out on us a little early. You're always toward the end of the program.
Yeah.
Hey, doing great because I had a feeling that 49ers would be fine. We're so used to being the butt of things that I didn't know what was going to happen when they got to Denver. And they went in there and, we're here, guys, and we're not going to take any crap anymore. So just let you know that in advance. Let's go.
Right.
I love it.
And if you notice, Rombo, with all those media guys, he's having a bad day. Jimmy Garoppolo's he just gave up one INT, and he was it was 8 for 8.
Yeah,
today.
They didn't touch him until he got to his ninth stroke. I mean, I don't know. I guess because the local beat writers said he went 8 for 8. And finally, there was a knock away or something. And I think he had one INT. I forget which point in time. Oh, that was when. Right. That was when. What's his name was about to roll into his leg, and he put enough air into that pass. Von Miller. And I don't blame him. Jimmy, get out of there, man. Get the hell out of there now. Yeah. So I'm not mad at him.
Well, that's what they say. Practice makes perfect, Rombo. And
yes.
This competition is great, but at the same time, health is the concern, and we want all these guys to be healthy, to not get hurt. We had a scare today with Mike Person. He had that little injury, leg injury, and it seems like it's not that serious, so that's a good thing. But I hope they go on light work tomorrow because I don't want to force them too much. And the thing about Fangio, he's very old school style, so he's definitely So we'll see with that, you know.
And he's not going to go for this 2 days in a row. We'll see. Because Najee Toran's going to be in there tomorrow, I suspect. You know, that concerns me. Najee's getting better, though. The more they play him, I think the better he gets. So that's
exactly.
A good thing. Yeah.
You know, the thing about the Ronbo I really love is like how the way that we drafted with Fred Warner. He's becoming a great leader for us. You know, I've been saying it for, oh my God. From that day that we drafted him I think it was around this time, they were saying he's great in film work. He's doing great. And I was like, this guy might be a really good player now. And
but did you take it seriously? Because I'm still looking at him as a rookie. I remember he got hurt last year early on, and was out for a little while. And then, like you're saying, they said all those good things about him. I said, yeah, but he's still a rookie, man. How much can he know? Shoot, little did I know. Fred had a great year.
Yeah, and definitely he's taking the guys, like he's like putting everybody. He's like actually going to be the new captain. So that's actually exciting to see. And then, you know, obviously our D-line coach is definitely helping the linebackers and the D-backs to become really even more better players. Mm-hmm. And that's why you see these more, and you see these Exum, and you see these other players. It's the chemistry is just
it's better.
Getting great again. It's getting better.
And speaking of which, did you see Fred actually having a teachable moment with Dre Greenlaw in that one clip? Yeah, he said, he says on Monday, you want to come, what you want to do is you want to come in hard Monday. A lot of people lay back and wait till the end of the week and start turning it on. No, it'll make it easy for you. You come in, you go hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the rest of the week is easy. I'm saying, listen, check out Fred. Passing out knowledge. Go ahead, Fred. Man, how old are you now? Man, Fred's like a 31-year-old linebacker in a 24-year-old's body. I love it.
I'm going to say it right now. He's going to get that C on his jersey soon. I wouldn't be surprised because he definitely deserves it. He's becoming a leader. He's becoming a guy that is just like in and out off the field, a leader. And, you know, with the Greenlaws right next to him and Alexander's as well, like they're all become a great linebacker core that we've been asking for a while.
Great group.
Bowman and Willis. So it's exciting, Ronbo.
Yeah.
You know,
he should be a team captain. Actually, you're right.
Team captain. Yeah, he should. But back to the offense side, you know, the concern everybody knows, and it's the interior. And now person might be a little hurt. I really think, Ronbo, like now with Denver Broncos, watching them, obviously the ties with Peterson and Elway, I think we should make that trade to see what they're most likely working that. They're probably having an eye on somebody right now. We just don't know it. And they're probably like, let's make a trade. So, you know, they probably need a defensive tackle. We got plenty of those. So we might go get a guard that they can't pay for because, you know, I don't know how they're doing their cap, but they definitely need trim the fat, and we just need someone to fill in. So we will see. But I think from now until the preseason, the fourth one, we'll definitely see somebody coming in because it's
You know, because the thing is, the only thing that worries about he'll be like Sean Coleman and other. You know, Sean Coleman didn't play the 49ers last year because that offensive line, the whole system is so difficult that you just can't plug people in. This is the thing that worries me as well. You're saying go get another guy. Well, maybe he's more talented, but he'll be out there lost, and that could be a serious problem. This is why when they say, well, you know, we're coming back together and for a second year together, that's of the utmost importance. It gives us a leg up. Now, that worries me. So we'll see.
It does. But the thing is, we're just talking about backups. And I think Scully, he's definitely growing up to be. We just need to help him to become a good player and get ready for the season. But we just get that little vet coming in to help out, you know, the backup, so we don't have to force a rookie coming in if we need him. So
that's why you got Garland, because Garland knows Shanahan's system. I don't know if anybody else is around. It'd be great if we could get Alex Mack. Oh God!
My God. Hey,
then we'd be cooking with
And then next year, there's two centers going to be available. Matt Khalil, he's a center, and also Mike Pouncey. Those
the
guys
Pouncey brothers, one of them, they're always solid.
Yeah. So that's something to look at if we need them. But yeah. All right, Ronbo. Well, definitely shout out to everybody. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to my girl Ash. Actually, she's watching you right now, Ronbo. And she just hit that like for Ronbo
Ash.
Sports.
You gotta hit the like for Ash.
And, we're empire greater than a nation, and we're coming at you. We're just gonna knock everybody out, man, because they think they're running it, but we're not. They're not running nothing.
Oh,
shout out to your Ronbo Sports, baby. Shout out to everybody.
Hey.
Shout out to the fan club.
Thanks, Jig. See you tomorrow, fam.
Later.
And let's go now to that place where Texas boy calls home. Austin, Texas, 512. Maybe it is Texas boy. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Who is this on the phone?
This Texas boy.
What? No, you're kidding. Who is this really? Hello?
Yo, Ronbo.
Yes. Who is this?
Texas boy.
Nobody would joke about that twice. It really is Texas boy. Texas boy.
Yeah.
Well, come on in, man.
Why you kick me out?
What? Did we kick you out? Did we kick Texas boy? I didn't know you got kicked out. My producers are shaking their head. Texas boy, what did you do?
You got a lot of butthurt fans in the chat. I got on a little girl crying.
What,
you want to talk about you want to diss the Cowboys?
Well, now, I saw Lori say something about the Cowboys. Well, Texas boy.
And J10 in there trying to say I'm a racist. I'm a racist. I'm Mexican myself.
I know. I saw you right there. Listen, Texas boy. It's okay to talk back. We protect the ladies. You can always exchange with the guys, but we always protect the ladies. So, Texas boy, you got caught in policy.
Really?
Yeah. So, therefore, you can come back in later, but you gotta be nice to the ladies. We treat ladies with special care. The guys can take care of themselves, as you probably already know.
Okay, I'm not gonna diss no female no more.
There you go. See, that's how you got to do. And Texas boy, we're all curious though. You hang out with us a lot. What's up with that? TB?
Nah, I'm just trolling. we got a guy named we got a guy in the Cowboys chat dissing Cowboys. He's from Texas. His name Eastside Harold. So,
and listen,
I told him to come over here. Shit.
Listen, the thing is though, it's interesting to see. Well, I lost my train of thought there. We see you all the time, and do you frequently go to the Cowboy chat?
Nah. Yeah, I'm in the Cowboy chat all the time. Yeah, y'all happen to in my recommendation. This is no recommendation. I ain't subscribed to y'all.
Thanks, boy. The thing is, though, you've already let everybody know that you're here trolling. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when you come back. But I'm gonna try. You know what, guys? Keep it kind of clean. Let's not get too vulgar or too personal. All right, this way, because I mean, I'm talking to folks in the chat now, not only just you. So mean exchanges are okay, but let's not. No mamas and
until they start saying the racist stuff, man.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, well, yeah. No. What did you say that was construed as racist, though? What did you? I saw the word burrito up there. Was that you using the term? I didn't read it all, but who was that? Was that? That was somebody else? Okay, that wasn't Texas boy.
I said they said I was racist towards Mexicans, and I said this is America. And I was telling him this is America, but I didn't say nothing about Mexico. Oh. I didn't diss no Mexican.
All right. Well, if you're half yourself, it doesn't give you license to talk badly about Mexicans. And nobody should talk.
I'm multiracial, so my dad was Native American and Mexican, and my mom is black. So.
What? Is that right? What? You can't get more of a mix than this. All right, guys. So understand, you can't make stuff like that up. So Texas boy is probably not a racist. He may be a little obnoxious, but he's not a racist. All right. So Texas boy, there you go. You've come on. You've introduced yourself live. You're probably still not going to get treated nicely because of the fact that you do support the team that most 49er fans, we just naturally have a thing about. So there you go. All right. And you want to say anything else? as we're getting ready to go. But please don't talk back to Lori.
Nah,
We really love
all I'm
Lori.
saying is that Dallas is going to be 12-4. We're going to win the division again.
Are you serious?
49ers, I don't know what y'all going to do.
All right, Texas boy. And that's fair enough.
All
I mean, you know, you do root for another team. So, and listen, let me ask you a question. Do you support Dak Prescott getting paid $40 million?
Nah, he should get like $34 million.
You think $34 million is fair for him? How much is Russell? Is Russell Wilson get 35?
I like Zeke better, but in the Cowboys chat, he was getting mad because I said Zeke, they should get rid of Dak and keep Zeke.
So you just make everybody mad. Cowboy fans, 49er fans. Where else do you go?
I'm speaking the truth, though. I'm speaking the truth.
I got to go with you that, though. Zeke is more important to that club than Dak will ever be. But hey,
look what they were drafted in. They got a 4th-round quarterback. Come on, man.
Texas boy, we got to go. And nice to meet you. And since I'm seeing you every day, so there you go. All right. Texas boy. Good night, fam. Oh, my God. I said fam. I do that all the time. Good night, Texas boy. With your Dallas self.
All right, then. All right, Ronbo.
Texas boy's over here so much I called him fam. Oh, flag on you, Ronbo. 30 yards. Oh, my God. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show.
Yes, sir.
So have you ever met and had any confrontations with Texas boy?
He's actually my biggest fan. He always talks about me in that chat room.
Yeah, I gotta say, you know, Rudy was like annoying, but Texas boy, there's a slight bit of humor with him. He's you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he pisses off his own people as well, and then he comes over and works on us. But anyway, hey, well, I mean, Bishop, we had
it's that friendly rivalry between our two teams, but yeah.
But anyway, what do you think about the guys over in Denver today?
You know, I brought this up, I believe, either last week or the beginning of this week on Monday about our defensive backs coach that we just recently hired this year.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't know
Woods.
much about him. Joe Woods. Yeah, I didn't know much about him, so I went and read more about him and a little bit of his background. And what I came across is he is coming off giving Trey Waynes and Xavier Rhodes their best years they've had as defensive backs in Minnesota, because that Minnesota defense last year was, I think, in the top 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
Don't
was
quote
Joe
me on
with
that,
them last year? I
but-
thought he was with the Broncos.
No, he was with I'm not sure. But anyways, if he was with the Broncos, they really had
Their secondary was decent.
I don't know. Yeah, their secondary was pretty decent as well, but he gave Xavier Rhodes and Trey Waynes their best years. Xavier Rhodes was selected into the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, that must have been
and Trey Waynes was
a couple of seasons.
Yeah, he was coming off his career. He was coming off his career best year with the Vikings, and is expected for a huge payday. At
Trey
least in
Waynes?
the $14 million range here coming soon. Yeah, Trey Waynes. He's also a free agent next year, as far as corners goes. I mean, if we're looking for somebody, if Jason,
Do you like Trey Waynes? I don't. He's okay,
I don't know.
but I don't know if he's way above average.
I don't know much about him, but
He's got a lot of speed.
Yeah. Yeah, and now we're hearing the emergence of Tarvarius more.
Real hardcore too. Whoa.
That's all credited to Joe Woods. You know what I mean? Like our secondary coach is
better than
turning
Jeff
our secondary around. I mean, you've never seen our guys cover receivers that well like they did in the Dallas game. I mean, I've never seen our corner. I don't pay much attention to the defense that everybody knows, but I do know what I'm talking about every now and then.
Hey, you get credit for Fred Warner, and Fred Warner is dominating.
Yeah, and Joe Woods he's his teaching our guys to tackle better and their technique of their tackling technique and their coverage on receivers and stuff like that. It's improved a lot, and you can tell because last year our guys were way deep back. You know what I mean? They weren't
laying off too much.
They shouldn't be up on the line where they should be lining up. You know what I mean? Like, and that's where we were getting blown out a lot is because we were last in the league in allowing passing yards. I mean, and I think that's going to improve a lot this year with Joe Woods. You know, and
did I hear you mention
because we're starting to see it.
The tackling? You're right. I was so impressed. If you look at the Cowboys game, remember how people were breaking tackles and running through Niners like crazy? Did you notice? Chris Kasurik must be scaring people. I mean, those guys are tackling. They're hitting. And in the secondary, like you say, same thing. Nobody's clowning this year. I love it.
Yeah, but that's all I kind of wanted to point out to everybody tonight is the Joe Woods. Like, he's making a huge difference on our secondary. I mean, if he helps, I really want to see what Jason Verrett is made of. And if Jason Verrett turns out to be a Pro Bowl player, then our secondary is going to be just fine. You know what I mean? Like, the past 2 weeks we've been talking nothing but about our secondary. You know what I mean? That's all credit to him again. Like, we've heard nothing but good things about, especially the major headline of Jimmy Garoppolo throwing 5 interceptions, and that's all due to our secondary.
Right?
You know.
I tell you,
but that's kind of all I wanted to say tonight. And shout out to Braden, by the way. He's actually a really bright kid, and that's actually something to be thankful for because this generation is full of a bunch of freaking effing idiots. I mean, you know, and he's one smart kid, and I'm happy to contribute to his jersey and everything like that. But
so you're gonna have 12-year-olds who have me listen. What? I can see him now coming on chat. Hey, does anybody know who that guy Big Show is? But we get some fun kids. We had another one today too, a new one. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I heard him. I think Cody was English or something like that. Yeah, a very bright kid also.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, that's all I kind of wanted to say tonight. Shout out to my TNT family and the Nighthawk fan club, and you'll have a good night.
All right, Phil. Talk to you later.
All right. Take care, y'all. Take care.
Here's the Big Show. And Brian, and it's Brian. Hey, Brian, come on in.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Hey, Brian. I mean, there's no anxiety this year like there was last year. You know, I'm feeling great. 49ers left town and the wonderful, comfortable, protective confines of Santa Clara, and they went to all places, Denver, and did well. I'm really feeling good about what's going to happen next.
Yeah, no, from all reports are pretty positive. I actually listened to Joe Flacco's press conference after the practice. And
I've not caught that. I can't wait to hear that one.
It's always interesting to listen to the other teams, what they say about us, so I always sort of try and make an effort to do that. And yeah, he's had some positive things to say, without going overboard, of course, but he basically said that we really bought it and they didn't really measure up too well initially. But so that's really good. But the thing I'm enjoying, mate, is just all these second and third tier players that just seem to be on a really steep improvement curve, you know.
That's all.
Guys that I've never heard of before, like, is it like Aziz? Is he a young guy that put a big tackle on? Yeah. And Harris and is it Valgaria or something like that?
Valaga. Yeah.
Valaga, there we go.
Yeah,
I've never heard of him before either.
No, he was in Detroit with Kasurik, and I think that's the connection, how he ended up with us. But there's nothing tacky about him. I want to see him against some better competition. Let's see what he looks like.
Yeah, for sure. Also, is it Dontre Moore?
Demontre, I was thinking about him too. Demontre Moore.
Yeah.
Did you?
He's come out of nowhere as well.
Yeah, these guys. It's Chris Kasurik, I think. A lot of these guys, the coaching is really good this year, Brian. We're seeing people do things that we didn't see them do before. Even Fred Warner, as good as he is, he looks invincibly better now. Just amazing.
Yeah, for sure. It was interesting. Can you? I might have to move, mate. I've got some Harleys pulling up out the front of my place.
Oh, I want to hear them. I want to hear them Pistons, though. I thought I heard a bird in the background, though.
Hang on, I'll go in. I'll just duck inside, otherwise you won't be able to hear anything.
All right. Oh yeah, because them Harleys.
Contavious Moore, he's been going. He's been getting better weekly. So yeah, it's really pleasing to see these second and third tier players really make some plays and flash, and obviously that's where the improvement on our side is going to come from. It's these rotational players as well as the new talent that we've got. But no, it's all looked pretty promising so far.
Even the guy they picked up, they let Maben go, and they picked up another guy named Quentin. I forget his name. He came in today and made a play. We rarely hear about Maben making a play. We hear about this kid as soon as he comes in the first day. I said, you know what? This is amazing. The 49ers' luck. The only thing we're having problems with, but we're not as bad as a lot of teams. Brian, players went down today. If you're starting from this morning, players have been biting the dust like crazy on other teams. I said, oh my God. Wow. Oh, there's that, honey. Oh!
No.
But I tell you.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, I
it's in the middle of the day over here. So. Oh,
that
God.
big Harley, isn't it? So it's like having a car between your legs, Yeah.
There's about 50 of them pulled up. Oh God.
Well, the thing is,
I'll let you go, mate, because I'm going to get drowned out, I think.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Brian, you got a Harley? Are you rolling on a Harley today?
No. This is all just sitting out. I'm at home, and I live near by the beach, and it's a favourite spot for them to drive past. So.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
All
Look
right,
forward to
I'll
hearing
talk
from
to
you
you
tomorrow
again,
if you get a chance. And be Harley free.
All right, no worries.
All right, Phil. All right.
See you later. Bye.
All right. Check that out. I love it. And talk about Harleys. Tyler's got a Harley. Tyler, I believe you own a Harley, right?
Own a what?
A Harley.
No, my grandpa does, though.
Yeah. And I bet he keeps it in the garage and tells you, now don't make a mistake and go by here and knock my bike down. Oh, no, don't knock my horse down. If you own a Harley, it's not a bike. It's a horse. It gives you freedom that Americans knew a long time ago.
Well, he does live out in the country, so.
So it comes in handy. Tyler, the 49ers, as you know, did a job up in Denver. And so you just heard from Brian. I've got it. Tyler, do you ever go to the other team? Because I always, when I'm going back to the highlights, I always type in 49ers, and then you get your assembly of the day's interviews and things like that, right? Press conference. I forgot. Go to the other team and type in Broncos and see what they're saying. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that later. Joe Flacco likes the 49ers.
Yeah, he's only played them twice since the Super Bowl. Actually, he's only played them once since the Super Bowl. That was in 2015. So, I mean, it's been a while since he played against them.
Ooh, and we won that game, right? Isn't that the game it was capped against Flacco?
Yeah, 2015. Yeah, in 15 we won.
Yeah.
It was one of the five. One of the
at
few
Levi's.
Games we won.
It was like a revenge match.
Yeah, that was a good. I mean, yeah, but obviously it still stung. But apparently Jimmy looked good today.
Mm-hmm.
But I be honest with me, when he marches onto the field for that first drive on Monday night, are you gonna cry?
Only out of fear. I stay away from his leg, please.
No, I mean, like with emotion that he's back.
Oh, that he's back and out there in front of the crowd and calling the signals. It is going to be a gripping moment, Tyler. I agree. It could be tear-worthy. Let's see what he does. Especially if he launches a drive in the first drive. Touchdown,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I wore his jersey to school today.
All right.
And dude, people are really
Talking
like
crap.
the media. They're going nuts on him, and like they'll have the people sit at the tables and they'll debate it. One guy will be like, "Come on, it's just practice. It's ridiculous. You can't."
Yeah. And then say things
But,
like go ahead.
You go ahead.
No, and then say things like, we've not really gotten a real sample from this guy. I'm not going to commit to saying how good he is because I've not seen enough. If I have anything in my hand, I'm getting ready to throw it at the screen, because, hey, listen, you guys keep using that for an excuse. If he plays 15 games, you're still saying that. I tell you what, man, you guys are going to get said, find your Twitter account. There's going to be a lot of bad words in that tweet. God, stop.
Yeah. I mean, like, what's the number? What's the number where you're going to stop saying that? How many games you got to play?
Yeah.
But I mean, Greg Jennings said it best. He said, "It's not about whether he can play; it's about whether he can stay on the field."
And then there's that.
The dude is a starting quarterback. He said he can start in this league. He just said it's about him staying on the field. That's all. So
and
Greg
Tyler,
Jennings,
he's gotten hurt twice. Okay, people are acting like he's hurt all the time. He got hurt, and it was his fault that he got hurt that last time. It wasn't any player that hurt him. He should have cut out of bounds, and he cut back in the field, and his knee went on him. The last time is the Dolphins linebacker dropped him on his shoulder. Okay, but he could have probably came back in 2 or 3 weeks. It wasn't serious. So it's not. People need to stop with these accident prone. He's played behind Brady.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't get to play if you play behind Brady. God.
Yeah, people are like, I mean, he's only been injured twice in his life. I mean, people are saying, like, I'll try to tell them, look, both injuries were arguably, definitely the ACL, but both injuries were his fault. And they're like, exactly, you're proving my point. His body's giving out on him. And I'm like, no, because here's the thing. If your body is giving out on you, that's just you standing in the pocket getting hit. He's shown he can stand in the pocket and get hit.
Yeah.
They said, oh, well, he got injured not getting touched. And it's like, yes, but the way he was running, he got at an awkward angle because he was trying to cut back.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's not that his body gave out on him. It's just that he got at such a bad angle with his feet because he was like trying to decide what he wanted to do.
Tyler, next time you have a conversation with those people, ask him about, is Deshaun Watson, is he just easily hurt? I mean, he was running around on the field. Nobody touched him. And he's just running across the field, and his knee goes out. All right? So you know what? This is not something that, unless you don't like a player, that you even bring up. So that's why.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson, I mean, that dude, he is his offensive line is historically bad. Like, if I was the Texans, my first priority this past offseason would be offensive line. Because you see him in the playoffs, when you get to the playoffs, if you don't have an offensive line, it's over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's just the reality of it.
Yeah, because by that time, the defense is too good. Yeah, so.
Yeah, Jimmy started out 8 of 8, and then he finished 10 of 15 with an interception. And you know what? It's practice. So,
and again,
try not to get too excited.
And again, drops. All right. Jordan Matthews dropped 2. Dante went out there and he dropped at least 1. That's 3. For all intents and purposes, he should have been 12 and 15. This happens a lot with him, I noticed.
Yeah, and the thing
if you didn't see it, you think it's his fault.
The interception today, look, he had to get rid of that ball. It's practice. You don't want to get injured in practice. And Von Miller was coming for him.
And fell
if it
down
were a game,
and rolling.
It's a bit different.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, something we're going to have to adjust to whenever he gets back on the field is getting hit in the pocket. Don't worry about that. Yeah. He's probably going to be fine if he's in the pocket. If he's running around, that's when we need to worry about him getting hurt. He is. Have you seen him? Like, it's going to sound weird, but have you seen him without a shirt? The dude is muscular. The dude is built. All right. So what I'm saying
I didn't expect that.
His body is not going to give out on it.
Nah, he's not. Jimmy's not a weakling. Yeah. And also he feels pressure and he avoids it very well. The only time Jimmy's going to get in trouble is when he did what he did. Running and trying to cut back after. You're a quarterback. Your body's not used to cutting, and you don't cut right. So, that's not going to be something they're going to see again. I think Kyle made a promise not to do it again anyway. So we're okay.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Kyle The thing is, you did say before that Cal wants him to run more if nothing's there. But the thing is,
but straight ahead,
he's going to have a brace on his knee. For one thing, he's going to have a brace on his knee, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. Secondly, he's a right-legged slider, and he also is when he gets hit in the pocket, he's going to be fine.
He seems pretty.
I can't imagine him getting hurt just getting hit in the pocket because he knows how to protect himself in the pocket when getting hit.
Wouldn't it be nice if
he's kind of like Kyler Murray in that aspect, where he can protect himself
learn how to
very
do
well
it quick
in the pocket.
too. Wouldn't it be great though if football was similar to hockey? You know how hockey has guys that take care of what's the name of the guy that makes sure that the star doesn't get hurt? He's the guy some kind of an enforcer that if you come near, like Wayne Gretzky had one of the most famous enforcers. You came near Gretzky, you actually took your life in your hands. This guy didn't care if he got kicked out of the game. He was going to take you out. So if they had that in football, an enforcer to protect your quarterback, and that means this player, under no circumstances, whatever he has to do to stop you is going to do it if it looks like you're about to hurt the quarterback, It's too bad.
And here's the thing, man. With sports today, they're taking away a lot. Like, the thing is, like, especially with football, they're taking away a lot of stuff that was getting people hurt. And these days it's understandable because, like, people are complaining it's loss of physicality. I get that. But the thing is, the reason they're doing this, I'm not saying that it's right necessarily, but they don't, like, say you, especially a quarterback, I understand the rules protecting the quarterback because he's probably going to be your highest paid player if he's any good at some point. So if you're investing a lot, these days the salary cap's always going up. So you're investing a lot of money in your players. So if you're investing a ton of money in your quarterback and you don't want to see him getting hurt because you're going to lose money. So it's a business. So they're trying to make it safer for that aspect.
And they've been doing that for years.
Respect that factor.
Well, we do.
Yeah, so they got to respect that.
We're going to go, Tyler. Go ahead and get some rest. I know it's late out there where you are. And, go ahead and wake up bright and bushy-tailed.
Is Kittle going to play? Is Kittle playing on Monday?
I don't know. They haven't said anything. His calf is probably something there. Let's go ahead. I don't really think, Tyler, I don't think anybody's playing Monday. That is anybody. I mean, even Matty, they won't let. Tevin Coleman's probably in the locker room. Coach, please. Just have Coach. No. Just 1 or 2 snaps. No. Matty B.
Yeah, because
same thing. None of these guys are going to be playing.
Yeah.
So.
The thing is, if it was any other year and Jimmy wasn't coming off an injury, Shanahan probably would just not play him the whole preseason.
Yeah.
Because I think he's kind of changing his policy on that because he's seeing that it's working for other teams not playing their stars in the preseason at all.
Well, he's only going to play one series. I mean, maybe next week, the third game, but he's only going to play a series. Tyler, we're going to go.
He might play a quarter. Play a quarter.
Maybe next week. Maybe a quarter, half a quarter. So, we got CJ and Nick. Why would he play any longer? Anyway, Tyler, let me see you tomorrow, huh?
Yep. It's just for his confidence why Shanahan's playing him in the preseason anyway.
Yeah, that's true. He's got to get back in the form.
All right. Niner Empire, Niner for life. For our faithful. Jimmy G, stay away from the hose. Let's have a great year. I can't wait to see you on Monday night. I might cry. Pipe bomb.
Tyler. Anyway, bam. Let me come up here. Jordan Kelly, what's up? I enjoyed doing fine today, Hearing good news is always just puts you in a good mood as a 49er fan. And we're getting a lot of good news these days. So, you got to find ways to find it. If you're depressed, you have to work your way into it. Norse 1957. I can't wait for the real season to start. But watching our boys destroy Broncos will go a long way. As long as they have a good showing. They don't need to win the game Monday. I've seen enough now. They don't need to win any of these preseason games. Just go out there and get a workout in, and let's see some good things from at least some people. Because a lot of these guys aren't going to make the team, right? So we're not worried about that. And Matt S. says, shout out. That's Matt S. from Bend, Oregon. What's up, Matt? Roger Villaneda. What's up? How are you going to celebrate the Super Bowl victory? Oh, let me think about that. I'll get back to you on that. Kenneth Jennings is if our offensive linemen don't pan out, forget the playoffs. As I say, I don't know that the offensive line is just so poor that they can't get. We could be better, but I wouldn't put them in the lower tier of offensive lines. They do a great job of run blocking. Pass protection is something they're not really greatly powerful on, but they're not as some people are going a little too far with how bad they are. They're not that kind of bad. They can be better for sure. Because even last year, with the way it was, McGlinchey being a rookie, Tomlinson still breaking in, getting better. Persons, do you realize, and a lot of people don't know this, do you know the Persons only allowed 2 sacks? Where Persons is not as powerful as McGlinchey is on the run. Weston Richburg is actually a very decent center if he can stay on the field. Thomason's already he's ranked as one of the better guards in the league. So that's something, and I don't have to tell you anything about Joe Staley. So, we probably are getting a little too carried away with how bad the offensive line is. We'll see more when the season starts if they're really as bad as some people think. But I don't think they're as bad as we think. And run blocking, they're going to be one of the best in the league. That's why we did so well last year in that area. David Murphy says, can't wait for y'all and all y'all TDs. Dave said, well, I'm telling you right now, I'm getting in shape for those TD celebrations. Because I really enjoy having those. Climax at the touchdown. Oh, did I use that word? Sad fact. So it was San Francisco. He says, I never looked so much forward to a Monday in my life. Hoping for a speedy weekend. Go Niners. Memphis, #no-nat. Check it in. What up? Not a fan. Mr. Block Eyes 2-2. 114 in Akron, Ohio. One love and Ronbo Sports. Mr. Block Eyes. Glad to have you, fam. And TJ Seraphin, what's up? And also Mr. Block Eyes says, sports is Wes Welker still our wide receiver coach? Yeah, he is. PC, we never want to talk about Wes that much, but look at our wide receivers. Do they look good or what? We got 2 good wide receivers. We had a Dallas Cowboy, ex-Cowboy out there too. But he says Wes Welker still our wide receiver coach. Yes, he is, by the way. And he's going to get our wideouts together. Is Goodwin looking healthy? Yeah, he is. It's time for the wide receivers to have breakouts. The running game will open things up. Oh, you know it well. Everything's going to come out of play action. That's another thing. I think a lot of people are worried that they're going to be standing there just under center, hike, protect, wait for the guy to get open. No, it's not going to be that. Kyle's got all the weapons he needs now, and he can run play action, and everything pretty much is going to come out of play action. This gives the illusion to the defense, whomever we're playing, that they'll never know what the 49ers are going to do. Well, are they going to run? Are they going to pass? That's the essence of Kyle Shanahan offense. Zenny, B-O-F. So I hope the 49ers get some good amount of turnovers like the Giants did with the Bears today. The Nats? Am I right on that? Nats? Who's the Nats? Is that the Giants? Yeah. The Giants are playing good defense. And I told you the Bears weren't going to be all that. Well, it's preseason. Maybe they got a bunch of garbage out there. Michael Gall says, remember that Kyle played wide receiver? I know. That's where he met his good buddy over at Chris Sims. And Marlin Square, what's up? Russo SF49 is my bad daddy. Says, hey, we don't have a second round pick next year. I know, huh? And, we're not giving up what you need to give up for that second round. So I don't know what they're going to do. I guess we just skip the second round. We can pick up a first round offensive lineman, can't we? We're going to be down low enough we can. Hey, it says Woods last year in Minnesota. Big Show said Woods last year in Minnesota. Big Show, I think you need to look that up. I think Russo pointed that out. Okay, wait. Well, all right. Maybe Big Show today says Woods was last year in Minnesota was 2013. Okay. And from there, he went to Denver 2015 and 2018, where he had Talib, Harris Jr., and Bradley Robbie. My mistake. You get my point, though. Yeah, no, Woods is a good coach. No doubt about it. We're seeing that already. You know, we're seeing it everywhere on this 49ers team. The 49ers aren't looking anything like they did this time last year. You don't see a lot of missed tackles out there, you notice, too? Chris Kosoric isn't having that, you know? So I'm liking what I'm seeing. Oh, yes. Bam! See you tomorrow. Niners!